You get it right now.
Let's do it.
All right, y'all. We are getting into a good point guard debate today. Chris Paul, Jason Kidd, John Stockton, and Steve Nash. I came across this on the internet yesterday, and, well, it was thought-provoking. On which point guard I would start, which point guard I would have be the backup, which point guard I would essentially have be the 12th man on the bench, and which point guard I would cut. This is an interesting one, fellas. Very interesting. Any thoughts going into this or any questions?
So essentially, we're basing this on what all of these guys did and where they end up falling ultimately. Like what kind of roster construction you got, how these guys can complement any crew that they on. All right, I'm with it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I got a question.
What's up?
What's the roster around them? I need to know. Who are the other four guys?
You don't know. Hey, you're starting with 4 point guards that you get to choose from.
Is this at their peak or for their careers?
This is at their peak.
Okay.
So sure, Ron. I'll wait a minute. Sounds like you got a question, Ron, because you're not sure if you wanna.
It does change if we do careers, huh?
Yes, a lot, majorly.
Changes a lot.
Let's do both. I want to hear both.
Are we doing them in their time? Like we're not putting them all in the league at the same time. We're doing like Stockton is playing in the 80s and 90s. Chris Paul is playing in the 2000s, 2010s. Like, or are we putting them all in the league in 2001?
Well, let's just say for the sake of argument, Mars, we are putting them in the league all at the same time. Because isn't that what all-time greats do? My game does translate, right? So I could play, if I played in 87, my game is before its time. So I could play in 97, or I could play in 2007. So the stuff that you were doing back then, I could do that too.
I don't know.
Stockton's getting cut. Yeah,
this is about to get so disgusting.
Yeah, so with that, Stockton is absolutely getting cut. I'm just letting you know.
Would it just be fair to just say the year 2000? Can we just do that? Because I don't know.
I'm not mad at that, but all these guys overlapped anyways. Well, Chris Paul came a little bit later, but
yeah, Chris Paul was a little bit after.
Yeah,
he showed up in 2006.
And Stockton was
2005.
Stockton was going 03.
Yeah, because we do 2025. I gotta value Steve Nash's shooting a lot more than I currently do.
I think it should just be in the time they played because I'm not trying to air attack John Stockton. I'm not trying to do that.
I like that. It's in the time they played. So when they're on the court, essentially, it's just I like that.
Mars, when you ever text John Stockton, what about John Stockton in 1991? Let's just say 1991, for example, right? What about John Stockton in 1991? Do you not like in 2013?
The lack of assertiveness, the lack of creativity with his handle. Some of the dirty plays, but I guess he can get away with that. The lack of positional versatility defensively. It's a lack of creativity, a lack of positional versatility.
Sure.
And the lack of aggressiveness. Those three things are things that I don't particularly value when you take it outside of his era. But I don't care how John Stockton would look outside of his era. That's why I didn't want to do it that way because I didn't want to air attack John Stockton.
The reason why I'm asking you, I'm sorry, Mars. The reason why I'm asking you that is because the word that I'm hearing in your rendition is lack of. Well,
yes,
that doesn't mean that I can't do it. It just means that I don't do it as much as you'd like for me to do it. So when the game's advanced and this is in front of me, so for example, you talked about the lack of creativity with the handle. Okay, well, I don't have to throw the ball between my legs 2, 3, 4 times, but I can counter whenever you jump in front of one of my moves and get downhill. I can do that and keep the ball tight. That's one. You're talking about the lack of aggressiveness. You and I had this conversation. I can't be relegated to just a distributor. I would have to score more. and he showed that he could do that. So if we get into an era, where I got to score more, I would have to be more aggressive. So that word that you use, lack of, okay, well, I would have to do that more. It's not like I can't do it. I would just have to do it more. Now, what it would look like, so I would have to shoot more threes. I would have to play more in the mid-range, like what Chris Paul did, right? I would have to get downhill and score at the rim more, which John Stockton was really good at that. I'd have to score more in transition. You talked about the lack of defensive versatility. Well, I mean, we get a lot of mismatch hunting today in 2025. I mean, I don't think we got as much mismatch hunting in 2013 as we did. I don't think we got as much mismatch hunting. So I think that he would be relatively the same, especially considering how he played off the ball with his ability to shoot gas.
He'd be the worst defender in a lot of these teams, though. I mean, I think we can just like speed up to the end of this. Like he would be targeted consistently. I mean, and that's just all due respect.
In today's game, yeah, in 2013,
like,
maybe
consistently.
So
like even Harden, Russ, Steph, with the offense, the off-ball stuff, the cutting, the backdoor stuff, the sides advantages, the amount of wings in the lead, Kawhi, Durant, LeBron James, like just go up and down the list. I mean, if it's just he just would have been targeted. Kobe would have. Everybody would have went at him, and
with guys
you'd have had this game proof.
We're talking about Stockton,
but the problem though is everybody would have went at him. I mean, just like they went after Chris Paul.
No, Chris Paul was an elite defender though. Like I feel like, but I'm responding to you without trying to argue because I know you're very defensive of John Stockton. What I'm saying is that Chris Paul, objectively for me, is a much better defender, and I will say this because he is a stronger player. I think he was a faster player. I think he was a better sideline-to-sideline athlete than John Stockton was. And when you have those kind of measurables, that allows for you, I think, to operate in space as a defender from a physicality standpoint that John Stockton wouldn't be able to survive in. Now, again, it's hard to say like the air attack stuff because John's body might have looked different in 2013. Like I'm conceding that. Like Kirk Heinrich, don't get me wrong, I think he's bigger than John Stockton. I think Kirk is like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, he's a
so
three.
And Kirk was struggled, but he would participate, but he would struggle even defensively 2011, like 2012 at this point in time. And I think he was a bigger, better, like physical version of like John Stockton from a defensive standpoint. I think that would have been a very hard era for him to play in. I think the movement, even if it's not 2025, there's still a bevy of wings in the league that I think are just uber aggressive athletes. In the point guard position, I mean, 2013, John Wall's in the league, Russ is in the league. I mean, just go up and down, like Kobe's in the league, Deron Williams was still in the league. Like there's still a lot of really explosive players at that position. I didn't even say Carmelo Anthony. I didn't even say Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce obviously on the tail end.
There wasn't nearly as much mismatch hunting as you say, though. That's number one. Number two, they were also dynamic. I think
it delayed.
There were also dynamic point guards during that time. I mean, Gary Payton and Penny Hardaway and Mark Price, and Jason Kidd was running around during that time, right? Tim Hardaway was running around during that time. Guys who were really good with the basketball. There wasn't nearly as much I brought up 2013 because I feel like it's more modern than today. But I feel like when you
why do we go to 20? No, wait.
I just threw out 2013.
Oh, okay. So we're just saying modern today. Oh, so let's just go to today.
And yes, Mars, the game has changed from 2013 to 2025. I'm not.
Yeah, but you said more modern than today. It confused me.
So more modern than 1987. Let me rephrase that.
So yeah, if we're doing now, then it wouldn't even be a conversation. Like I think I don't want to get stuck 12 years ago.
I disagree.
What I'm trying to understand is why would John Stockton's game not translate as much today, but Chris Paul's would? Why would John Stockton?
Well, prime Chris Paul was a better player, and prime Chris, but we had late prime Chris Paul in the league. Already, we saw what he did in 1920 and 2021. I'm saying that we were actively like watching him play in the playoffs and then play in a regular season context and be one of the best players in the league because of the shooting. I think he's just frankly a better mid-range shooter than John Stockton, especially just the kind of angles that he creates. Snake driver, like that's Chris Paul's like DNA. He's the one that made a lot of guards be able to do that at this level. Like a lot of guards have replicated their game around how he was navigating the pick and roll. I think as a playmaker, as a passer, he's right. Whatever you think John Stockton is, I know for you really high, Chris Paul is like right there in terms of IQ, just general offensive IQ. He's a better pull-up shooter than him from three. He's a better pull-up shooter than him from mid-range. I think just like the fadeaway stuff you're looking for, he's like still a good driver. Like Chris Paul is not like crazy, but like he's not prime Chris Paul, but Chris Paul can still finish with the floaters and all that stuff. I think the issue is now Chris Paul, even though to be fair, to counter Chris Paul, by the time you get to 2021, he's not like a good defender. But Chris Paul is I think still within the team system for the Suns, he was still good enough with Ayton and Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, and whoever else was on that roster. So I just think Chris Paul just was an overall better player for longer.
And I don't want to dominate the conversation, guys.
Where do you see that?
Swipe. See which part, brother.
When you see John Stockton, and I'm not talking about 98 John Stockton. I'm talking about when you see prime John Stockton. Where do you see slow, unathletic, not very strong white boy? Like, where do you see that?
He's very athletic.
Well, I see the white part. I see that part.
Yeah, but I'm saying John Stockton was. I don't. This is like the third day in a row. I'm asking this question about John Stockton. Where do y'all see this? Where do y'all see this slow, unathletic dude? I don't think
he was unathletic. Nor did I say he was unathletic. I'm saying relative to Chris Paul. I'm saying we were asking about me in relation to the prime Chris Paul. I think prime Chris Paul is better athlete than him.
Relative to Chris Paul, where do you see a slow, unathletic, not very strong?
Didn't say he was slow or unathletic. I say relative to the other person I'm comparing him to. I think worse athlete.
So with him and Chris Paul in terms of athleticism.
But I already said it though. I literally said verbatim, sideline to sideline speed. Right, I think physical strength. It's overall. I think Chris Paul is one of the strongest guards in the league. Yeah, I mean, I said that. Like,
Stockton's very strong.
Which I have a difficult time with that because to Ox's point, I mean, John Stockton is cross screening big guys. He's cross screening David Robinson. He's cross screening Hakeem Olajuwon. He's guarding against bigger guys. But I remember Mars had said something, and I thought it was really interesting.
I did say
Mars and I had this conversation about the game changing. Like Mars, you said to me today it's 2025. How much the game has changed from 2025 since 2013, right? How much the game has changed, even just to 2020, if that's fair, right? So with that being said, John Stockton played in 3 different decades. So I don't think the game was the same in 1987 as it was in 1997. I don't think the game was the same. I don't think the game was the same in 1997 as it was in 2002. I mean, this guy played 20 years almost in the NBA, and he was still viable. It wasn't like he fell off a cliff. He's still a starting point guard in year 20 on a team that's, of course, they're going away. In year 19, in a team that's right outside. He's
chill.
Still doing that.
Yo, chill. You probably gonna have to jump off and reset your Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Or just restart your computer because you real choppy right now. But fellas, I want to get back to John Stockton's defense before we get into, and this is what we're talking about, y'all. Everybody, in case you're just getting in here, shout out to StatMuse. I got this from StatMuse on Twitter yesterday, and they essentially said rank all 4 of them: Steve Nash, John Stockton, Jason Kidd, Chris Paul, and essentially what we're gonna do is start one. One's going to be a backup. One's going to be a bench warmer, 12th man, and the other is going to hit the streets. You're going to cut him. But back to John Stockton right quick. I don't buy the logic that John Stockton wouldn't be a average point guard defender in today's game.
He'd be a good one.
You got Luka Doncic. You got Trae Young. You got Jalen Brunson. It's a lot of.
Those are all bad defenders.
I know, but you got a lot of teams, and we went through this already when we were talking about De'Aaron Fox's defense. It's not all that good of point guard defenders in the NBA.
He'd be a better defender than Emmanuel Quickley. Okay.
He's not a good defender either.
Emmanuel Quickley's a fine defender. He's a fine team defender.
He's also not a good defender. Like
he's not a defensive
I think that
liability.
like if the bar is like Luka,
is he better than TJ McConnell? Is he better than Andrew Nemhard?
No, hell no.
Hell no.
My thing is
not even close. No.
Hey, John Stockton's a better defender than Fred VanVleet.
Okay,
it's not even close. I think
yes, he's a better defender than Fred VanVleet.
Come on, now he better than the smartest defender ever.
Okay. Hey, that may trigger some of y'all, but hey, I'm gonna tell the truth. He's a better defender than Fred.
No, excuse me.
He's better than Fred VanVleet as a defender.
Yes.
Real quick, Ron. I'm just real quick. I obviously don't want to be real. I'm just curious to know, first and foremost, how did Jason Kidd get involved in this conversation? You know what I'm saying? What is he doing here?
I think you're the only one who thinks Jason Kidd is.
Can I just say? Okay, I really appreciate when you stand.
Hold on, real quick, Penn. After that, it's like
random glaze. Go ahead, Ox.
Can we get Jason Kidd out of here and maybe get Ray John in here?
We probably should, because Jason Kidd, unlike these other 3, has actually won a ring, Ron.
Well, regardless of the ring, it's just kind of like, what is he doing here? We know he's starting. He's probably playing 40 minutes.
How do we know
I'm
he's starting?
sorry, I'm not Stat Muse. I didn't make the graphic.
I don't
Flaming stat
think
muse.
Jason Kidd is just levels above these guys, but
I don't think
agree
so
to
either.
disagree. Yeah, agree to disagree.
No problem.
On my point guard rankings that I sent to Mars, I had Chris Paul number 3.
You did, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Shout out to you for that. You had him the highest of anyone. I forgot to give you credit for that because I was very surprised when you had Chris Paul 3. You didn't strike me as someone who would be. I'm not gonna say a Chris Paul truther. You didn't strike me as someone who would be.
Let's just be real. You thought I was
Yeah,
going to put
I don't
Scotty.
think 3 is. I wouldn't say
you thought
3
I
is
was going to put
because he had
Scotty
Joey
Barnes
West at
at
9.
3. You thought I was going to put Scotty Barnes.
I've seen your
for
small
real.
forward and your power forward lists. But yeah, Chris Paul at 3 was surprising when you sent it to me. I was pleasantly surprised. Shout out to the people who had Chris Paul at 10 or off the list.
Look at that. Everyone giving each other compliments. That's pretty
It's
great.
a good day, man. It's good vibes.
It's a good day.
Chris Paul at 10.
I said standing ox was
Yeah,
great.
shout out to Chris Paul at 10, Ron.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
I had him at 9, but
you're
I
a
just-
different dude when you're standing up. It's very strange.
It's my circulation. I think my blood flow. Blood flow.
Well, Ox actually, scientifically, you're more likely to get jobs and stuff from people that are shorter than you because people are more attracted to height and all that. So you should stand up more. Use all your 6'8"ness. That way you can take the hosting job from Ron.
6'9", by the way. 6'9".
I mean, on paper it's probably 6'9". I'm being fair to him. He's probably 6'8", but I don't know exactly.
Swipe. I don't want Ron's job personally. Ron, you got it, brother.
Hey, Swiper. I
It's
didn't
a
like that
lot.
little jab, and I just want to throw this out there. This is gonna
I
be
can't.
the
What you?
third
I
time.
didn't hear your first part. I didn't hear the first part. What'd you say?
I didn't like that little jab. First off, second off, I just want everybody out there to know.
I can't hear you. I
didn't
hear him.
like that little jab. First off. Second off, I want everybody to know this is going to be your third time getting cooked in the last 24 hours. I seen you up there getting boxed up on the press box last night. Bump and run coverage, getting jammed on the line.
Yep.
You was getting fried? Damn.
Yeah. Shout out. J-Rock is a
They
big
had Swipe in the
fan.
box last night. They did. They had Swipe in the box on that run
All
coverage.
in the name of Cam Bailey.
No, yeah. We had an argument over the decade who was the best cornerback, and I think it was Champ Bailey pretty comfortably. But he was saying that in 2009, Chill, he said, Darrell Reeves, the famous 2009 season where he held everybody below like 30 yards, basically elite. But I countered with him. People don't know this, Penn. Just you want to talk about defense. Champ Bailey in 2006, you all, for the audience that's not aware of this.
I don't watch football.
So Mars,
somebody else.
I know. I'm just saying Mars. I'm
He
putting
doesn't watch
context.
football
Like
either.
think about like there's a defender on the court in NBA basketball so good that he on the entire season they only took 35 shot attempts against him in a 16-game sample size. So just imagine that. Like you're that good of a defender that in a 16-game sample size they took 35 shots against you.
Essentially,
and then,
Mars, what you think Wemby is going to be at the rim.
right. And so
That's
just now expand that to 82 games, Morris. That's roughly about 140 shots.
Yeah.
All season. Because you were so good, they only took 140 shots. Now do this math, Mars. Champ Bailey got targeted 35 times in 2016, Penn. On 35 targets, he had 16 pass breakups and 10 interceptions.
Almost half. That's incredible.
So what?
16 pass breakups and 10 interceptions on 35 targets, y'all.
Don't come over here.
So and just for context, that like Bill Russell never even had a defensive season that good.
Save this energy for the press box.
No, I'm just telling. I want the audience to know,
how
like,
did you get cooked if you had all of these?
because
stats?
it's Ron.
He's
But
just not as nice as J-Rob. That's
exactly,
why.
J-Rob is my dog. J-Rob played corner too.
J-Rob had bad stats. Okay, I feel it.
But chill, did you 35 targets and 10 interceptions?
I ain't even think about the 10 interceptions more than I'm thinking about the 16 breakups. Like, don't come over here. It's wherever you think it is, it's
on
not over
26 targets. So on 35 targets, I got the ball 26 times in 16 games.
Don't come over here. I don't know Ox. I don't know what your game plan is.
86 tackles that year.
Ox, I don't know what your game plan is, and I don't know what you plan to do. But whatever it is, it's not over here.
So Chip, that's basically shutting down a third of the field, right?
That's this side of the field. Whatever you want to do, you gotta go somewhere else because it's not over here.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Like I don't know who's better between Champ and Reeves. I think they were both so great.
Right.
Personally, if I gotta say, first of all, I want to shout out Charles Woodson. But second of all, y'all better stop playing with my dog Ty Law. Like
I knew you was going to bring up Ty Love, man.
I was told too.
Y'all better stop playing with Ty Law.
Because I know you don't watch football very much. Essentially, what it is it's Wemby shutting down the left side of the floor. Like anytime you're trying to get to the rim on the left side of the floor, nothing's going on over here.
And he only stayed on the left side. But
any drives, any drives to the rim on the left side of the floor, any drives to the rim on the left side of the floor.
Hello, people. So just say Wemby matched up on the best player every single night, and they tried 140 shot attempts, and on 78% of those shot attempts, he either blocked it or deflected the ball.
That means that we got to go somewhere else to get buckets.
The whole game, Mars.
We can't do that. We got to go somewhere else because it's not going to get done over there.
Ron, the whole game.
Nah, Champ Bailey was going crazy. But I mean, you shedded light on Champ, and we not really talking about what Revis Island was.
We did. I said for a whole year he helped people less than 30 yards a game.
Revis Island. When you
but you can't say Champ Island though. Like he doesn't have a cool name.
You didn't get food. You didn't get drink. You didn't get sunlight.
You were stranded over there, Ron. You were stranded. You were just stranded on the island with nothing.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. Champ Bailey is probably like 16 game sample size with the Thunder, but like a tier better Alex Caruso, but just no days off Alex Caruso, no possessions off Alex Caruso. Just imagine Alex doing what he did to Jokic in the third quarter every single game of every play.
I don't know shit about these players, but Wemby's better than Alex Caruso, so I guess the way you structured this ridiculous argument. I'm sorry, Mars. What? Wemby's not better than Alex Caruso?
People may be better than people, but some things don't need to be said. Like something like we don't need to say people are better than Alex Caruso. Like that's unnecessary. Caruso slander flag on the play. No respect.
So he can't glaze Alex Caruso, but you can glaze Ox standing up.
I know we got to move on, Ron.
Why did that bother you so much? Do you want to stand up?
Can I tell a joke? It's a joke. Goodness gracious, Pen. Relax.
Nobody
don't let that slide.
If he stands up, his head won't go over his mic.
Like,
there you go.
I said, good job, Ox, standing up.
I can't stand up all the way to the stairmaster.
Ox glaze.
Quick question, Swiper.
Like what?
Yeah, go ahead, Chill.
What Champ Bailey did.
Get off Twitter.
And Ron, we can move on from here, but just know you getting packed up because you brought this up, by the way. Go ahead, Chill.
Get off of Twitter. It is melting your brain.
What Champ Bailey did in 16, does that rival what Dion did in 94?
You said what he did in 2006?
What Champ Bailey did in 2016, does that rival what Dion did in 94?
Look, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I think Dion was an incredible cover corner. If you want to say he's the best ever, kudos to you. I agree. Deion Sanders could not tackle. And I feel like that's a very well-known thing. Dion did not like to tackle. That's like a very he didn't like to tackle.
That's not.
Yeah, he did not like to tackle. So I just don't. Yeah, go ahead, Ox.
It's crazy you said that, why because I just saw that clip on Sterling and Shannon's interview when Sterling was saying like when I had to get with Dion, it was more so I'm not gonna outbeat you, I'm not gonna outrun you, none of that. I'm not gonna try to go deep. It's just quick hits, and I'm just gonna make you tackle me like I'm hitting you. And I didn't never know Dion wasn't a big tackler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but to be fair, Oxy was like 1994. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't the biggest dude ever. Like he wasn't Mel Blount. Mel Blount was 6'4". Like you know what I mean? Like so he just couldn't do it to that degree. And he was just a little not soft, but he's a DB. Sauce Gardner is another one. He's not a tackler. Like Patrick Surtain's a tackler. Derek Stingley Jr. is a tackler. Ron's guy, even though he never brings him up, Richard Sherman was a good tackler. Browder was an amazing tackler.
I'm gonna bring up my guy now. Kevon Witherspoon. He's a tackler.
How you on defense and not a tackler?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Chill. We can tell a lot of stories. Some of these defenders is a little scared of contact. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
All right, y'all. We got to get back to it. If you guys want to hear this debate in full, and if you want to hear all the stats that was broken down, I know Swiper highlighted Champ Bailey, but if you want to hear the argument for Darrelle Revis and some other cornerbacks, you know what to do. Go back and watch episode 4. They also spoke on the Hall of Fame last night, but go back and watch episode 4 of the Press Box. It's available on YouTube. And if you missed episode 4 or 3 or 2 or 1, don't miss episode 5 this Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Y'all make sure to pull up. Also, too, we have been talking about 4-point guards. Well, I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. We're gonna be watching one of these guys tonight. Okay. Hey, so we really might dispel some narratives tonight, or we really might get down to the bottom of why this guy was really trash. So either Steve Nash, John Stockton, Jason Kidd, or Chris Paul will be on playback tonight, getting their games broken down. All right, fellas, let's get into it. I do want to do two different versions of this. I want to do a career version and I want to do a player version, but I'm more interested in the player version as of right now. Start, backup, bench, cut. Pin, let's start with you, my friend.
Why? Okay. Peak, Chris Paul. Start. Jason Kidd, bench. Stockton, third string. MVP, Steve Nash on the bench. Like cut.
Nash cut?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes way. I'm not disrespecting John
Right there
Stockton.
with you guys.
We've over-indexed on Steve Nash at this point.
You know what? Here's the thing. I need my third stringers to be pesky defenders to sharpen my second string and my first string.
This is why it shouldn't be started.
I need
it should just be ranked them 1 through 4.
No,
it should just be ranked them 1 through 4.
Well,
I'm not actually thinking about what's Steve Nash going to do for me for 7 minutes a game. Like, I'm not actually thinking that. I'm just ranked them 1 through 4.
I don't think any of us are thinking that.
Like, it's not meant to be. Well, if I need energy defensively, I'm not going to Steve Nash. So
I don't think one person up here thinks like that. I mean, I thought it was just like a 1 through 4 as well.
Yeah, please.
If we cutting the guy at 4, I mean, if we cutting the fourth guy, that's the fourth guy, right?
No, but if the reason is because he's not going to come in and give me an energy defensively, it's not meant to. It's not meant to be.
That's not what I said.
I said I need my rotation, whatever, to be a.
I need my third string guy to sharpen.
It's not about third string. Just rank them 1 through 4. Just rank them as players.
Mars,
1 through 4.
You ever been third string? You ever been third string on a team?
No, he has not.
Okay.
I would retire before I'm third string.
In Mars' defense, he was a protege when he was playing.
Absolutely.
Mars is not a love for the game guy. So
yeah, I'm not about to be there watching other people.
All I can say is your third string cannot be finesse. Like your third string has to be the hustle rebounders, the shot blockers.
Are you doing it that way? Or are you ranking 1 through 4?
He's doing it.
It's the same thing. I'm just trying to.
So you'd keep Ronzo before you keep Steve Nash? I'm not saying that's wrong. Just asking.
Yeah, my third string also got to be able to shoot sometimes as a specialist. So that's why I get the best of all. I get the best of everything with John Stockton. He can shoot. He didn't shoot a lot, but he can shoot. Shot 38% from 3 on his career.
Shoot. Absolutely, he can shoot. Absolutely.
So,
hey, what's your order one more time?
CP3, Jason Kidd, John Stockton, Steve Nash.
All right, chill. Talk to me. Who you got? And this is everybody at their peak.
Start John Stockton.
Why are you sad?
I was getting past the first one, what we just heard, and still talking about my
chill. No.
Start John Stockton. Bench Jason Kidd. Let's see who we dealing with. Bench Jason Kidd. Bench Steve Nash. Cut Chris Paul.
What? There's no way.
Oh I like your order in reverse order.
Hold on.
I really like
press against this. What the hell has Chris Paul done to you?
Nothing.
What did Chris He's not a great energy guy off the bench. Like, think about it. He'd be the worst energy guy of he would pout. Chill. He would pout. He wouldn't want to be a third team. He'd be Mars. He would be like Mars. I'm not playing. He's like, I'm not coming in the game, coach. What? He would cause locker room dissension.
I don't think this is about anything else. I don't think this is about anything else. I don't think, and all of that, and all that I've seen, and all that I've gone over with John Stockton and Chris Paul, I don't think he was better than him. That's it. I just don't think he was better than John Stockton.
I don't think you agree with me on why he was better.
I don't think Chris Paul was better than John Stockton. I think John Stockton,
even though Chris Paul is clearly a better scorer. I mean, but you at least agree he was a better scorer.
John Stockton was number 1. Jason Kidd was number 2.
Yes.
Okay.
And Steve Nash.
You basically ordered these players in terms of when they played, in reverse.
Oh, chronological order. Yeah, it is in chronological order.
Isn't that interesting?
Okay, so no.
So if he bring Bofuzi
when they came into the league, one came in the 80s, one came in the 90s, one came in the late 90s, and Chris Paul getting air attacks by you.
That's interesting you said that, Pin, because
I would argue it's more
that is a fact.
If
I would argue it's coincidence.
Actually, no, because if I didn't rank him that way, but when I have my point guard rankings and I have John Stockton ahead, of Jason Kidd, and I have Jason Kidd ahead of Steve Nash, and I have Steve Nash ahead of Chris Paul, then I would be contradicting myself if I put
He does
Chris
have those
Paul.
guys above.
We've had conversations since that list was
That
put
is
out.
the order,
Russell-
that is
would
the order
Russell
he has.
Westbrook-
He does
Would
have
Russell
Stockton, Kidd, Nash,
Westbrook
Chris
get
Paul.
over those 3 guys? I'm just
One more
curious.
time.
Would Russell Westbrook get over those 3 guys?
No.
Air attacks.
No.
You ask him about Steph. You gonna say Steph?
Well,
Yes.
I mean, Steph transcends eras, so let's. not
Here we go.
But
Here we
Jake,
go.
but and Chris, yeah, I'm good.
Steve Nash over Russell Westbrook. Come on, man.
all
Y'all
right.
really
Absolutely,
gassing
absolutely.
those
But that's
two
not the
MVPs.
conversation today.
Nuts.
Absolutely, but that's not the conversation today.
Yes, 100%. I'm taking Steve Nash. I'm 100%.
Sick of this Steve
over
Nash glaze,
Russell
bro.
Westbrook. And I don't think that Russell Westbrook was whack on any level. I think Russell Westbrook was one of the best point guards ever. But if I'm taking the offensive engine, I'm taking Steve Nash. I'm taking a guy that's headier with the basketball. I'm taking a guy who will take care of the basketball more than he did. I'm definitely
Cannot
taking,
play defense whatsoever.
Absolutely, the worst.
We watch Swiper with this nasty ass John Stockton can't defend in this era take, and y'all just letting Steve Nash off the hook.
But
No, there's no way. I think
it's well documented. Steve Nash would be the worst defender.
Yeah,
Not only of this
that's
core,
not really a
Right.
question.
probably be the worst defender.
And what I do love here is that I have already made the argument before, many times actually on this platform and others, that Steve Nash is a better offensive player than John Stockton. So there's just I've never brought up defense one time talking about Steve Nash. He's the worst defender on the list by a good amount.
Can we make the
Such a
argument
wide
because
margin.
you just said, Penn, because you just said Steve Nash is clearly the worst defender, which I agree with you. Can the argument be made he's the best offensive player on this list?
No.
Yes.
Hell
It
no.
absolutely can be made.
Why can't the argument
be made?
You can disagree with the
consistently
argument.
yapping.
The argument
Yeah,
absolutely
Why
can
doesn't
be
mean
made.
I'm right?
That Steve Nash is the best offensive
No,
player.
but that's fine. The argument.
Even just raw, Penn loves raw box plus minus stuff, raw numbers, 50, 40, 90 seasons, multiple of them, and then
multiple
great
50,
scoring
40,
series versus really good defenses. So like it's just respectable.
ball
Like it's just crazy.
50,
Yeah, it's
40,
crazy.
90. You know who else was 50, 40, 90? Jose Calderon. Do I see
Did Jose Calderon
on
do it as much as Steve Nash?
No,
Did Jose
but
Calderon do it
Bro,
season?
you just will take a car and like it's
why is
just
50, 40, 90
canyon,
the
like
benchmark?
straight into
Brand-
it.
great
Yeah.
shooter? I get it.
brand new, fresh off the lot.
He's a great
Off
shooter.
the lot, like
it's a lot more than
just
50,
a
40,
hard
90.
left.
It's way more than 50, 40, 90.
You're a Subaru guy. I can tell you're a Subaru guy with that, bro. You just like we're giving real legitimate praise to Steve Nash's offense, and here you come to glaze and then reverse glaze or antimatter glaze Steve Nash. You'll then say Jose Calderon as an example of a 50, 40, 90 season to somehow undermine a 2-time MVP. Like it's so silly. You don't feel bad about what you do. You'll do when you talk about Scotty. You'll Uber glaze Scotty. You'll say he's next year MVP candidate, 25, 8 and 8 up with these hypotheticals. But I give you real information about Steve Nash. You're like, well, Jose Calderon did it. That don't feel crazy. You don't feel bad about what you do, about your behavior. No, not too much.
I don't feel bad. I didn't get cooked on the press box and come up here all salty about shit.
Stop, Ron. Stop.
I think everybody knows that that's not what happened. But shut up.
I don't know.
I know.
I didn't watch.
Down,
I don't understand
down,
football.
fellas.
All right, Ox is right. Let's chill. But go ahead, Ox. Go ahead, Ox.
I want to say, Swiper, first of all, like, I almost got a Subaru, but then I got a minivan instead. But Subarus are cool though.
Now, Subarus are Colorado vehicles. The black community in Colorado don't drive them, but the black the skiers do.
Should start looking at.
I don't like Subarus, bro.
Well, look, Swiper. I'm just saying they're very.
It looks like the.
Let me tell you, they're very spacious. They're really good on gas mileage.
They are.
Crash rating, the safety on their crash rating, top tier, brother.
And you're wearing a Crash Bandicoot shirt. You better not ever pull up on me in a Subaru. You would never hear the end of it. She'll gonna be so mad at me because I'm stamping on you forever if you pull up in a Subaru around me.
I won't. I bought a van instead. But I like them though. I like Subarus. I really do.
I don't like Subarus. I don't like Subarus.
They run forever too. Like you could take them anywhere.
The best for a lot of y'all,
all-wheel drive. So
yeah, they have all-wheel drive. The Infinities do too. If you like Infinities do have all-wheel drive as well. The best vehicle I've ever driven, by the way, across state lines for everybody up here. And Ron, you do like to drive around from city to city, hop on airplanes, city to city.
I'm talking about affordable vehicles.
I am talking about Kia Telluride. Very affordable truck.
Hey,
very affordable truck.
tell you right bad
am I lying?
as hell. No, that tell you right bad as hell. I didn't put in miles in the tell you right. Bro.
I'm telling y'all, hey, Kia Telluride are bad. But did we have one when we went to Indy or San Fran?
Nah, we had a Jeep. We had a Cherokee in Indy.
Shoot, bro. I'm telling y'all right next time you travel, chill, get you a Kia Telluride with like bro.
What I was thinking, because he brought up Jose Calderon when he was talking about Steve Nash. Like, would you categorize? Because I'm trying to figure out where you got that name from. It couldn't just be because he played for the Raptors. So would you categorize? Would you put him in the same category with Dragic? Would you put him in the same category with like Kemba Walker, guys like that?
I wasn't hold on. First of all, I spent a lot. I wasn't a big Jose Calderon guy. Like, I was pissed when he started over Kyle Lowry. I was pissed when he started over TJ Ford. I thought he was very one-dimensional, but he was damn efficient. This is a guy who shot This is a guy who shot 100% from the free throw line, 98.1% from the free throw line. He had
198.
98.1. He had 100 and 98. These are seasons that he had. He had a 90.6, 90.4, 90. So my point is, I'm not penalizing a dude because he shoots 89% for the free throw line.
I'm not neither.
I agree. That's why Steve Nash has more 50-40-90 seasons.
My point is, the only person who can ever shoot 50-40-90 is a great shooter. Another guy who could probably.
What's this got to do with what? You're like 6 degrees of separation. You're the Kevin Bacon of PC. It's all gonna always go back to Raptors.
Okay,
everything's going back to the Raptors. Yeah, everything goes back to the Raptors. How did Jose Alderon from Star Wars get here? Like, tell me how he got brought up in a Steve Nash combo.
Okay. Bro, I'm a Subaru. You're a Tesla truck. Okay, listen, you're very one-dimensional with your thinking. How many times you bring shit back to Denver? Everything go back to Jokic. Somehow, Jose Calderon probably gonna have some sort of like, oh my God, Spain. I hate Jose Calderon because one time Spain beat Serbia, and that's my country of allegiance, according to Kevin.
How would I know that?
I don't know. Shit, I don't care.
Yo, I'm grabbing the wheel.
What I'm asking. When we talked about real quick, Ron. We talk about Steve Nash, and Swiper had brought up the league MVPs. I mean, one of the main reasons why he was the league MVP, in fact, the main reason why he was the league MVP is because of the offensive engine that he was. And when we're talking about these other three guys in comparison to Steve Nash and what he contributed solely to that offense, not just himself, but for everybody else. I mean, to win the league MVP because you are the offense. I'd like to think that that's a pretty big deal, Pen.
I don't want to overcredit a point guard for a system that relies almost exclusively on a point guard to create, because I think that it diminishes what everybody else had to do, which is to say they had to play 4-on-5 on defense. So they're obviously going to have to cover for him. They had to be elite finishers, shooters, athletes. You can't just be like, oh, Chris Paul made everyone great. Well, I'm sorry. Sean Marion did not need Chris Paul. Steve Nash. Sean Marion won a championship without Steve Nash, right? So in theory, here's what pissed me off the most. Okay, I'm gonna just let y'all know what pissed me off the most. I legitimately believe that those Suns teams were amazing teams. I thought they were disciplined. I thought they were deep. I thought they were super athletic. I thought Sean Marion was super underrated. I thought Amari Stoudemire was underrated. And I see the media being like, oh, these guys are great because of this one guy. And I'm like, fuck that noise. These guys are great, period. They're great basketball players. Matrix is a great basketball player. And I know Matrix is a great basketball player because I watched him in other situations be great. I watched him in Miami. Y'all may not remember this.
Don't do that. He was not good in Miami.
He was still a great defender. Chill.
What's the point?
Chill. Did you watch him in Toronto? Do you remember that little half season where he played in Toronto?
That's the thing about Toronto. People
6 degrees of separation.
Not right back.
He was perfectly fine. Well, okay. Amari Stoudemire. He never played for Toronto. Okay.
But Steve Nash was elite without Amari Stoudemire.
You said 2 days ago. You said 2 days ago, Halliburton getting the Pacers to the finals, the equivalent of 07 run. You did the thing that you're hating on right now.
No,
giving the point guard too much credit for a team.
No,
you did the exact same thing,
bro. It's unlikely. It's unlikely I'm not, and I clarified this multiple times for you because I was like, listen, I'm not saying Halliburton is 07 LeBron. I'm just saying the likelihood of that Pacers team 2025 making it to the finals is just as crazy, if not more crazy.
You gave Halliburton the credit for it, is the point.
They don't do it without him.
They don't do it without Steve Nash. What's the difference?
Same shit. You're making the point. You did the same thing for Halliburton that you're complaining that
technically they didn't do it with Steve Nash.
You cannot.
Like, I'm doing the exact same thing. I like forget.
Steve Nash was elite in the Western Conference Finals, so he wouldn't why they lost though. Like that's
ridiculous.
Silly.
But the statement of they don't do this without Halliburton, or Halliburton gets the lion's share of the credit for this team doing this, is the exact thing you're pushing back against with Steve Nash. It's the same thing you're doing to Halliburton that you're complaining about happening to Steve Nash. The exact same thing. If you can't see that, then that's on you.
Listen, the Pacers were the best team in the Eastern Conference after January 1st.
Correct.
Okay, and then the Suns. What the Suns were one of the second, at least the worst second best team in 2005.
Cool.
Second best.
They were playing a breakneck pace. Those numbers are super.
So is James Harden or his numbers?
Pacers do.
Like,
what?
Yo,
that makes no sense. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude.
This is going nowhere. Can I just get my list off, please?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
This is going absolutely
self cook.
nowhere.
It's crazy. Self drive. Self cook.
Swipe it. Please don't poke fun. Let's move
You're
on.
right. I'm sorry. I apologize.
All right, well, Swipe, it's actually on you next.
Oh well.
Oh yeah. Well, this is GT. Yeah. For me, it's CP3, Steve Nash, and it's Jason Kidd, and then it's John Stockton. That's how my list went when I submitted it as well. CP3. Well, for CP3 and Nash, flip coins for me. I don't care. CP3, Nash, they're both 5 and 6. CP3, Nash, Kidd, and then John Stockton.
Okay.
So you're cutting John Stockton, Tesla truck.
Yep.
That's amazing. Okay.
Well, I would have put John Stockton on there, but then I was like, Jose Calderon has more 50, 40, 90 seasons than he does.
Look, see what you started, Penn? Look what you did, Penn.
No.
Look what you did, Penn. Before you did that, he was already in the party. He was
I don't
in.
think so.
All you had to do was not say nothing, and we would have got in.
Chill. We started this segment out with John Stockton being ass on defense. You knew exactly where the Tesla truck was going. It was going straight off the cliff.
You just cooked John Stockton, Pim. Why would you do that?
We was in the party.
How was it?
Ox at the door. We getting in. All you gotta do is not say nothing.
Bro,
but instead,
I don't think y'all understand.
Now none of us getting in the party.
Okay.
You know how mad I'd be.
I'm going.
My view on this show is also 50, 40, 90 is not only a byproduct of being a great free throw shooter, but it's also being maybe sometimes a little bit of a low volume shooter. There's a lot of guys who take a lot of shots that maybe are hard shots, difficult shots that they don't necessarily want to take.
What's going on with Steve Nash, though? That's not true. That's not what. It's not like Steve Nash was shooting.
Steve Nash game log on those seasons.
Here's the thing, though, Ron.
That year he averaged 15 points.
Right.
He was shooting like 11 shots a game. Like,
yeah, but it's not about they weren't easy shots. He wasn't high volume. I agree, but he wasn't shooting easy shots to boost percentage.
Look, if you shoot, I don't want to make it seem like I'm knocking him. If you shoot 5 shots a game for the whole season, and you take that whole season sample size, and it's 50, 40, 90.
He shot 13 shots a game.
What's 82 times 5? I'm saying, like, it might be small sample sizes in the game.
410. That's 400.
That's a lot of shots. Like, that shows that you are inefficient. You're
but Steve Nash wasn't shooting easy shots. Like, this is a stretch where Steve Nash, like, 10% of his 2-pointers were assisted. Like, he's creating his offense for himself routinely. Like 40% of his threes are unassisted. He's creating his threes.
Mark,
like,
which is a big deal.
It's not easy.
Mark, you understand, and I know that you understand that volume and efficiency are linked.
Yes, I understand. The more
Colin Sexton took the same amount of shots as Steve Nash.
I'm aware. I'm not saying that Steve Nash would have still been 50, 40, 90 if he took Steph Curry volume. I'm not saying that. I'm disagreeing with the premise of the easy shots part. Not if he took more shots, he would be less efficient. I'm fine with that being the premise. Even Steph Curry's like the only exception.
They were a great offense. By definition of being a great offense, their shots were easier. It's not just his shots. Amari's shots were easier.
His shots weren't that easy though, because he was the one creating the easy shots for everyone else.
He had the ball.
His shots were the most difficult shots on the team.
So he couldn't create easy shots for himself.
That's not what I said. I said his shots weren't the easiest.
Oh boy.
That's what I said.
Okay.
And
like, we're not going to come. Yeah.
And Ron, I also think we're discounting. I also think we're discounting the 13 shots. That's just on a Tuesday, Ron. Don't forget the nights when I'm shooting 19 shots, 18 shots, 15 shots, 20 shots, 15 shots, 19.
Chill. He took the same amount of shots that year as Julius Randle took this year. So just for context, that's a lot of shots.
Right? He's definitely getting them up. He's definitely getting shots up. That's not just because on average, because I know how you hate averages, Moss. Just because on average I'm shooting 13 shots, that doesn't mean that on nights
none of these guys were high volume shooters.
Am I understanding that you value shot volume? That you value guys who take a lot of shots? Is that what I'm hearing?
I value shot volume when it's legit. Like if you just shot chucking, that's I have a problem with that.
CP3 a shot chucker?
I don't think he was a shot chucker.
No.
Great. So how did you cut the highest volume scorer in this group?
The highest volume. There's a difference between the highest volume scorer and the highest volume shooter. Okay, so we're talking about two different things here. And Steve Nash, when we're talking about him as a volume shooter, so when he was shooting more shots, he was pretty efficient when he was shooting more shots. But I don't want to down him off the strength that he only shot 13 shots a game, because there was nights when he only shot 9 shots, but there was also nights when he shot 19 shots. There was also nights when he shot 7 shots, but then there was nights when he shot 17 shots. It's kind of like what we talked about when we talked about guys averaging, where Anthony Davis averages 25 a game. Well, there was nights when Anthony Davis had 36, but there was also nights when he had 16. So I don't want to just look at the fact that Anthony Davis averaged 25 a game.
I think what's bugging me is, as someone who grew up a really huge Steve Nash fan.
Sure.
Sorry, not a Steve Nash fan. Sorry about that. Jason Kidd fan. Jason Kidd fan. I grew up a very big Jason Kidd fan through the early 2000s. Watching CP3 was a bit of a revelation because he was a smaller player, but I feel he did everything that Jason Kidd did. Great defender, great pushing the pace, great creating for others. Difference is he can actually score. Like, he could really score. And I don't think it's addressed enough how much those Jason Kidd teams struggled because he couldn't shoot and couldn't score, at least early on in his career. So what I'm saying is, like, to me, Chris Paul is like a better version of Jason Kidd.
Mars, I went back to the season in 05-06. Steve Nash shot the ball 15 or more times, 28 times that season. He shot over 45% in 22 of those matches.
That's a third.
That means 78% of the time that he shot 15 or more shots, he shot above 45% from the field. For context,
pretty good.
So in his high volume games, he was uber efficient for the era, almost 80% of the time. Just for context of how good he was to score that year. So, no, just want to add that.
All right, y'all. We got Swiper's order, we got Chill's order, we got Penn's order. Chill went Stockton, Kidd, Nash, cut Chris Paul. Penn went start Chris Paul, backup Kidd, bench John Stockton, and cut Nash. Swiper went CP3, Nash, Kidd, cut Stockton. Big Ox, talk to me.
Okay. So yesterday we talked about Steph and Magic. Those dudes are here. I feel like then we should have talked about J. Kidd, Jerry West, Isaiah Thomas, Oscar. You know what I'm saying? That's that group right there. So with that being said, obviously I'm starting Jason Kidd. Start J. Kidd. It's a lot closer than I think between CP3 and John Stockton.
So you're cutting Nash just to.
So I'm gonna start J. Kidd. So J. Kidd, John Stockton. Then I'm gonna package CP3 and Nash, and I'm gonna trade them for Rajon. And by the end of the season, Rajon will probably be starting. But yeah. So no. On the serious note, though, I'm gonna go J. Kidd, Stockton, Chris Paul. They can share those backup duties, and then I'll cut Nash.
Mm-hmm. Would it surprise y'all that that's my same?
No, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
I was thinking.
Well, no, it would surprise me that you're saying Chris Paul and Stockton are like this when you would think Stockton and then Chris Paul.
Well, no, that's just my same order.
Yeah, okay.
I'm clearly going with Stockton.
But with that being said, though, like if let's say if we were looking at it like this is our team and everything, I think that's really matchup dependent. You know what I mean? And shout out Chris Paul.
Wait, so Ron, you're not starting Stockton?
Nah.
Come on, we talking about
Jason Kidd. Gave me a list of Stockton at 3 to tell me he now not starting.
Well, Jason Kidd was at 4.
Ox, where's the separation with?
Also, peak.
Jason Kidd was at 5.
Mars, we're doing peak here.
Jerry West was at 5, Ron.
But that's career. This is peak.
Jason Kidd was at 6.
Yeah, there you go.
But I mean, shout out Russ and Jerry. But yeah, I don't see a world where if I have these two where I defend better than you and I pass just as good, if not better than you, and I'm bigger than you or more athletic. It's just with those two, it's no way I would start John Stockton over Chris Paul or there's no way I would start John Stockton over Jason Kidd. But also, too, keep in mind, like with these all-time lists, it's the greater thing goes into it too. And it's just like the assist record and the steals record.
I feel you.
I can't overlook that.
The greater thing, Ron, isn't that what I produced?
Yeah.
Right. So that has to do with my ability to produce that. That has to do with me being in the system in order to produce that. Right. So I feel like for example, what Ox was talking about. That's why I was having a difficult time with Stockton and Jason Kidd, even though I do have Stockton. I think about a guy in Jason Kidd because I can appreciate Ox's logic about a guy who he's almost in every play of the game. I got to worry about him on almost every level. I got to worry about him in transition. I got to worry about him as a bucket getter. I got to worry about him on defense, whether he's shooting gaps, whether he's digging in the paint. I got to worry about him on the glass. And on top of that, he's as smart as he is. He knows who to get the ball to, knows when to get them the basketball. He knows where to get them the basketball. That kind of stuff resonates when you want a crew. I run more when I'm playing with a dude like that, right? I'm in different spaces. I'm in spaces where I know I'm going to be productive because he's going to find me. And I'm not a detriment to my team, not nearly as much as I'm a positive to my team.
Yeah. J. Kidd was like that.
He was like that.
But all right, so Mars, you were last but certainly not least. How are you rocking with these four guys?
This is the peak one, right? Not the whole career.
Yeah.
And we don't know the teammates.
No.
Nope.
I'm starting Chris Paul. I'm benching Steve Nash. And then I don't know what to do with Kidd and Stockton. The reason I'm starting Chris Paul over Nash is just because if I don't know the teammates, I'm going to take the one who doesn't have the clear liability in terms of defense. Because if Steve Nash gets put on a team with no other defenders, I'm cooked. But I think Nash is just so much better offensively than the other two that I'm willing to overlook the defense in their comparison. Kidd and Stockton.
Also, when you're looking at when you're looking at what both of these guys do, both Jason Kidd, not Jason Kidd, I'm sorry, but with Steve Nash and Chris Paul. When you're looking at these guys at the top of the list, I can appreciate your logic on defense. What's the separator with, even though Steve Nash, he had that great power forward, but then he didn't have him, and he actually produced more when he didn't have him. So what's your separator? No, not just Dirk. Okay. Yeah, and with Amari too. Like he had that great power forward, he had that great player, and he produced with him, and then he didn't have him, and then he produced with him even more. So when I think about offense, what is your separation when it comes to him and Chris Paul?
I think Nash is the better offensive player than Chris Paul, personally. I think the aggressiveness, he doesn't shoot a whole lot of shots, which is why I think the aggressiveness gets understated. But he's constantly putting pressure on the defense, getting downhill, getting into the paint in a way that Chris Paul wasn't doing consistently throughout his career. Chris Paul would snake get to that elbow. It doesn't put the same level of pressure on the defense. Then I think Nash is just the more audacious passer. There is a trade-off for that. Chris Paul's less turnover prone, but Steve Nash, I think, does create more high-quality shots at the rim than Chris Paul does, especially with the interior finds, the wraparounds, all of that stuff. Then his ability to push pace is something that I value over Chris Paul. It's something I value with Tyrese Halliburton, and I speak about that a lot now. Jason Kidd too does that as well. Magic Johnson. So I think just the ability to push pace, be more audacious with his passing, find passing angles that Chris Paul more often than not is just not willing to try, being more aggressive downhill, getting into the teeth of his defense, collapsing defenses more often, and then being one of, in my opinion, the 5 best shooters to ever play basketball. I think Chris Paul is an amazing shooter. Yes, that's how high I am on Steve Nash. I think Chris Paul's an amazing shooter in his own right, but I don't think he's Steve Nash. So, and then all of that adding up, I think is why you see some of the offensive results that Steve Nash was able to produce. I do agree that you need to give a lot of credit to Mike D'Antoni and the personnel in Phoenix. I'm not a believer in it's all because of Steve Nash, but I also do think that there's not many point guards who could replicate what Steve Nash could do. I don't subscribe to that ideology. And I think you see that with some of the results when Steve Nash is off the floor. I think some of that is because they didn't actually have a backup point guard. So Steve Nash was taking a large burden offensively. But some of those results are just too much to look beyond. Personally, we're looking at some of the best offenses we've ever seen in the regular season and the playoffs. Being an uber efficient scorer, one of the best passes we've ever seen, in my opinion, the second best passer ever, one of the 5 best shooters ever, in my opinion. It outweighs Chris Paul slightly. But the reason I'm starting Chris Paul is because although I think Nash is the better offensive player, Chris Paul is so much better defensively. If I don't know the teammates, I'm willing to bet on Chris Paul being a better fit.
Let me ask you this, Moss. Is Chris Paul a better defensive player in terms of the gap? Is the gap closer with Steve Nash and Chris Paul defensively, or Chris Paul and Nash offensively?
The gap, like in physical gaps, is closer offensively because Chris Paul's elite offensively and Steve Nash is elite offensively, and Chris Paul is elite defensively, and Steve Nash sucks defensively. But like in terms of impact, the gap to get from Chris Paul's status as an offensive player, which I don't know what tier that would be, to where I view Steve Nash, is like a very big gap to bridge personally. But I would still rather Chris Paul because of the lack of, I don't want liabilities, like more often than not. If like guys are relatively comparable, I'd pick the one who's not a liability. But yeah, the gap physically is bigger defensively.
I just don't subscribe, and Penn brought it up. I don't subscribe to the system guy because we've had plenty of system guys. I mean, everybody plays. I don't think in a
Nash
system.
was a system guy necessarily, but it is interesting that Mars is very high on Steve Nash, but he's also very high on Harden, and those are both D'Antoni, like system guys in a sense, right? Those were guys who were unlocked MVP level basketball. I don't value ball dominance personally. I like guys who have a lot of like, so what you were describing with Steve Nash, that was very like, you almost got me on your side there. I was just like, am I lower on him? Because I'm really not thinking about
Steve Nash was awesome, Mel. He was.
Yo, he is awesome. Like we're not comparing him to bums, but for real, like his pressure, I didn't think about that much.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. Like his ability to control his handle is like really up there. His ability to get past his man, utilize his teammates, utilize angles, keep his dribble alive as he's, navigating 4 defenders in the paint, and then have the ability to sort of like do that curl little finish that he used to do. He's a threat. He's for sure a threat. He has a ton of gravity with the basketball. I get it. I just don't value guys who hold the basketball too much. I think that's my problem.
Because you're being ball stoppers.
I don't necessarily even think he's a ball stopper, because if you're open, he's definitely going to find you. I just think the ball has rhythm and energy, and I value teams. Ironically,
that would make you a ball stopper though.
Like, but some of the players you like most are ball stoppers though.
Nash got off the ball at the most opportune times.
Who do I like that's a ball stopper?
I think SGA is like a ball stopper because he's not a passer. Like he threw 29 passes a game in the playoff. That was like among point guards by far the lowest.
More.
Let's not know, but he's not. That's not his game either. He's not.
Whatever the reason is, the ball does stop with SGA.
I mean, in fairness, the reason is also his teammates are not.
No, he's also not a high level passer. Both of those things are true. He's a prominent shooter and not a 3-point shooter.
I'd argue Chris Paul had the ball in his hands more than Steve Nash. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's
no numbers for that, but I'd argue it probably was the case. And you have.
And they were all elite at that. And they all passed at a very high level. So I think
it's just I mean, all these guys handle the ball a lot. Obviously, like Jason Kidd was controlling the offense for New Jersey. I get all of that, right? But Jason Kidd also had incredible off-ball tendencies. He's a good screener, right? So my question is, yes, exactly.
Well, CP3 also played off-ball with Harden though when he had an opportunity to. So and Booker. So he did do it.
That's why I'm so high on CP3.
Well, I feel like Nash played off the ball in Dallas, like a lot of like just getting the ball into Dirk, and then he's spacing around that.
And again, and with the Suns, smaller sample, not the same, smaller sample. He also did with Sean Marion and Roger Bell and them. Like they just didn't have the secondary ball.
And Steve Nash got off the ball at opportune time. Like the hit ahead passes is him getting off the ball, like him getting the ball, like. Amari gets an out rebound. He hits to Steve Nash. Steve Nash is pitching ahead to Marion. That's him getting off the ball quickly. Like in the half court, he is dominating the ball. That's mainly because he's the only ball handler on the team. But even then, once he creates an advantage, he's off the ball instantly. It's not like he's creating an advantage and then he's going to probe some more. Like once the advantage is there, especially for a layup, Steve Nash is off the ball in a flash. Like he's not I don't want to invoke Luka's name because I feel like Luka gets slandered too much. But he's not a Luka Doncic. He's not a James Harden.
You can be honest about him. That doesn't mean
like he's not those guys.
Sure.
He's not gonna pound the ball at the top of the key, dribble, try to create his shot. If it's not there, we're gonna pass. I'm gonna get this initial screen, I'm gonna get downhill, I'm gonna get into the teeth of the defense. If the big steps up, I got the pocket pass. If he doesn't step up, I'm gonna probe deeper, then I'm gonna bring the big out, and now I've got an interior pass, or I got a shooter somewhere. Like everything is deliberate with Steve Nash. So like if he takes 12 seconds on a possession, the outcome is usually something valuable. Like he's not doing things for no reason more often than not.
That's what
if Jason Kidd was just
I'm about to step in because it is crunch time. Chats, we have reached that point in the show. This conversation will continue to go on. It's just going to evolve based on what some of these super chats had to say. Salute to everybody that's in here. You guys already know the drill. Like the video, turn on your notification bells, and subscribe and become a member. Shout out to Teddy Hart. He is a Hall of Famer. And this is what he had to say about our conversation. He said, if it's roster agnostic, I'll go with CP3 as he'll be the team's best playmaker, defender, and or scorer if necessary. Zero weaknesses, unlike Kidd scoring, Nash's defense, and will thrive with or without an MVP teammate like Stockton had.
I agree with Teddy.
What's the separator in you guys' estimation with Chris Paul as a defender and John Stockton as a defender? What's the gap in you guys' estimation? How big is the gap between these two guys?
I think CP3 had an argument the best guard defender in the sport for years.
Oh, while he's playing? Yeah, I agree with that. If Chris Paul's here, Stockton's like here, maybe. I don't know.
Because to your point, Swiper, I can also make the argument that there was a time when John Stockton was the best point guard.
No, I said guard
in the game.
I said guard.
Yeah, he's a point guard defender in the league.
Yeah,
Mookie Blaylock was better than him.
I think that him and Mookie Blaylock, we can have a conversation. I think Mookie Blaylock wasn't better on the ball than Stockton, and I do think that I think his hands were busy, and I think he was really good in the passing lane. He was great at deflections, and he was great at steals. I just think John Stockton was better on the ball, and I think John Stockton was better off the ball in terms of digs than Mookie Blaylock.
The digging stuff, I can agree. Stockton had some of the most accurate hands I've ever seen.
Yeah. If he was as good a defender as you think he is, why did he never make a first team all defensive team?
Because Gary Payton was running around. That's why.
Okay, so then he was not.
I forgot about Gary Payton. I asked to my Mookie Blaylock and Gary Payton exists. My fault. My fault, Jim. My fault.
Well, it wasn't John Stockton a better point guard defender than Gary Payton?
Earlier. So Gary Payton showed up in 90. Gary Payton didn't show up better than John Stockton as a defender. He became a better defender than John Stockton over the course of time. I don't think it took long. I don't think we were like 97, 98. And I don't think it took that long, but I do think that it took a little while before him to become a better defender than John Stockton. Yes,
Terry Porter was also amazing in this regard.
Terry Porter used to give Stockton the work.
He used to give him.
Sidney Moncrief was in the league too, by the way. So I don't.
He was on the other side.
Yeah, that's more. That's
but he was still like 85 on. Was still like a very good defender.
But I'm thinking Stockton. We're talking about Stockton in his prime, right? And we're talking about all of these guys in their prime. That's why when Mars talked about. I mean, that's when Penn talked about guard defenders. I'm thinking about how good Stockton was in his prime. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's much separation.
I don't think it is, to be honest with you, Ron. I don't. I don't think there's a lot of separation between them dudes.
There's a lot of good.
You think better? So just for context here,
guards, but
yeah, I'm looking at.
But these were the guys in the league, Mars. To your point, that's making all first team all defense.
Derek Harper.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect John Stockton to make first team all defense.
Yeah, Derek Harper and Rick Mahorn won in they were second team in 90. Joe Dumars and Jordan were first team.
Yep.
Michael Cooper, Jordan, first team. Fat Lever, he was not a better defender than Fat Lever. I think we can all objectively say that. Was not a better defender than Fat Lever.
What about Michael Williams?
No. Michael Williams, small Michael Williams.
What years are we talking about? What years are we talking about right now?
Stockton was a better defender.
So Fat Lever, that was 87.
Okay.
And so Fat Lever, I can. Well, matter of fact, and Maurice Cheeks too. I'll be one to say consistently.
Mo Cheeks was better than.
Yeah, I think Fat Lever is also a better defender from 84 on too.
Fat Lever was the same argument with Mo Cheeks that I do with Mookie Blaylock.
But to be fair, Fat Lever was arguably the best point guard defender for years though. Like that's what he did. Like he was a lockdown defender.
Mookie. I mean, Fat Lever wasn't a better point guard defender than Dennis Johnson. So. I mean,
Dennis Johnson, Fat Lever, Gary Payton.
So when Stockton showed up, the people that you're talking about, Swiper, the people that you're talking
he showed
about,
up in 84.
Right. Stockton showed up in 84. Stockton didn't become like what we're talking about now until like 89, like around that time, 89. I'm thinking 89 to like 92. That's
Buck Williams.
That's the time that I'm talking about. Buck
Isaiah
Williams
Thomas.
That's
Isaiah Thomas, Buck Williams. You had Michael Williams. I'm just reading through the names. Then you had Dan Majorly,
Dan Marley,
Joe Dumars.
All right, where are you reading this?
1990-91 from the All NBA teams.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, 92-93 was getting into John Starks. So I don't think he's better.
He was a better defender than
Starks.
In 92-93. Yeah, Starks was what I had the conversation with on my debate about Draymond Green. Starks, what you can get Starks out of his Starks got thrown out of a game because he headbutted Reggie Miller. He wasn't smart enough. No.
You think John Stockton was a better defender than Derek Harper?
Or Ron Harper?
He wasn't better than Dennis Johnson.
I don't think.
But Dennis Johnson's a bit.
I mean, we named like 6 or 8 names.
They overlap. They overlap by 4 years.
Yeah, but he's talking about like the start of the 90s decade, which is why I went with Derek Harper, because that's like prime Derek Harper time.
Derek Harper was a bigger guard. To Derek Harper being a bigger guard, I do think that the same argument that I use with Mookie Blaylock, I could use on Derek Harper. However, I think Derek Harper was a more versatile defender than John Stockton was. I think that he was a little bit more switchable. He could play bigger guards than John Stockton could. And I do think that he was a better shot challenger than John Stockton because of the height. I think that helped him. But I think on the ball, I think John Stockton was better than Derek Harper.
You think on the ball, John Stockton was better than Derek Harper?
I think on the ball, he was better than Derek Harper. And by the way, Mars, that's like this. Because Derek Harper was fantastic on the ball with those long arms. His hands stayed active. And not only did his hands stay active when we were at the top of the key or we're on the wing. Like when you picked up the ball, he was great in getting in passing lanes too. I'm not going to argue that point, but I think that Stockton was a little bit better on the ball than he was, and I think his anticipatory skills were better. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The next super chat is from Joshua Grimes. Joshua said, "Bigger what if: Brandon Roy, Derrick Rose, or Tracy McGrady?"
Brandon Roy.
Derrick Rose.
I would say Brandon Roy, because I think we got to see like a glimpse of what Rose and T-Mac were gonna be. Brandon Roy is like, we never even really got started. I think that could apply to Derrick Rose too, but I think
can that apply to Derrick Rose more? Can that apply to Derrick Rose more than Brandon Roy? Because like Brandon Roy was making multiple All-Star teams, right? Brandon Roy was consistently cutting ass. I mean, he only played what, 5 years, 6 years?
It was 4 real years.
Four real years. Like, well, so I guess it's the same as Derrick Rose. I mean, he was making he made the All-Star team. I want to say
it's between those two.
Year two.
He made it year 2.
And that was during
not
the point
MVP in year 3.
I picked Brandon Roy because if I picked Tracy McGrady, Swiper would tell me that I was making about the Raptors somehow. So I just decided
I just
to go
think
with Brandon Roy.
You told us that you had lesser thoughts about McGrady for wanting to leave and have his own team.
Ron, I have a difficult time around with the what if with Tracy McGrady. Like, we've seen him for all of them years. He played. I mean, he was injured. I'm not gonna argue that point, Ron. But we've seen him though.
We've
seen him a lot.
Imagine if he was healthy like Paul Pierce through all the 2000s. Mm-hmm. Imagine if we got 03, we got 04. Me and Morris go back and forth. I think he was just as good in 04 as 03. Like, he might have had a better season in 03, but I think he was still just as good. I think he was still T-Mac. Now, but just imagine if 04 or 05, it was the same thing, no injuries. 06, 07, 08, no injuries.
Ron, I'm looking at
09,
this like
10,
in 05,
no injuries.
But in 05, Ron, he played 78 games that year. In 04, he played 67 games. In 03, 75 games. In 02, 76 games. In 71, 77 games.
In the playoffs and stuff like that? With some of these playoffs, he was injured.
Can I say that about a lot of guys?
He had lingering injuries too, but chill. Back injuries is different. The
injury side majorly coming around 05, 06. That was like where it started majorly affecting him. But I think we just got to see enough years of T-Mac to know. The what if with T-Mac is he just sustains like his 02, 03, 04 level for more years. The what if with B Roy is what could he have actually become? The what if with Derrick Rose is could he have pushed on from 2011? T-Mac is just what if he just stayed around for longer. Like, I think it's just a different level of what if personally. So that's why I would say T-Mac's the least of the what ifs.
Brandon Roy was retired at 28. He was done. He was finished.
Honestly,
28 years old.
That Portland team is a what if. Like,
I think Orlando is a what if. You know, you think about 02, 03, got Grant Hill, you got Trace McGrady, and you almost got Tim Duncan. Oh my God.
You should have had Penny too. You still should have had Penny.
Imagine
that's another one. Grant Hill. They had all the winners.
Grant Hill, the 2, Grant Hill at the 3, Duncan at the 4.
Oh my God.
It's a wrap. It is a
With
wrap.
Doc Rivers coaching, maybe you win one championship.
I also want to throw this out about Brandon Roy. I think like one of the major things for him is also the era that he came up in, where dudes just played more in college. Had he played today, he would have been one and done. So we would have got. He didn't get to the league until I want to say because he played all 4 years at University of Washington. So he didn't.
He was 22 when he showed up, Ron.
Yeah. So like, if we would have got to see him at 19, it would have been a whole lot different.
He'd have been a Washington player for the last 20 years.
What'd you say?
Is he the best Washington player the last 20 years?
First of all,
the best Washington player over the last 60 years.
No, he would not have
been better than Fultz.
Ron, he would not have been a one and done.
Just at the University of Washington. Just at the University of Washington, Ron.
What are we doing here?
Fultz.
Ron, he would not have been a one and done. He did not start in his freshman season at Washington.
Penn, don't do this because I was there. I know
13 games. Were you there for that?
I know these. Hold on, no. What I'm saying,
averaged 6 points per game. You remember that?
I understand that.
Hey, and what's an average 3 first round pick?
Hey, this is when you had to come. That's why I said he was a product of his era. Where like today, when you're when you're a prize freshman, you don't have. We see freshmen.
He was not a prize freshman.
Was Scotty Barnes a prize freshman?
Yes, he was a top 5 recruit.
Did he produce like that?
Yeah, he started.
What did he average? What are
you talking about? Brandon Roy was a top 50 player in the country. That's a prize. That's a prize.
He averaged what?
He averaged 10.5 in like 24 minutes or 25 minutes. Yes, there was no doubt he was going top 10.
But I understand that, and that's because
of Brandon Roy went 6th in a weak draft, and it was considered a reach.
Penn, I understand that. Okay. What I'm saying is today they would draft you based on potential. Yes. Today, they would have drafted Brandon Roy at 19 or 20 based on potential. He might not have been one and done.
Lying to the viewers.
Penn, I watched Brandon Roy his sophomore year at UW. He was the best on that team. I respect to Nate Robinson.
Yes, sophomore.
Respect to all of
when he started.
He could have been 2 and done.
But to be fair, he said in this
and he also didn't start his junior season. Ron,
I know he didn't start his junior season. He was the best on that team. I watched all 30 games. I watched him play in the big dance.
As a junior?
No, but this is because the team was like that.
Six man.
The team was like that he played for. They were a stacked college team.
I ain't know that.
Shout out Trey Simmons.
I haven't watched a second of Brandon Roy playing college.
Trey Simmons, who never made the NBA.
Shout out Trey Murder. Hey, don't do that. You don't know Trey Simmons, all right? And you don't know Trey Murder, all right?
Yeah, everything that happened in Washington is great.
So who was the best? Who ended up being the best player on that team? Who had the best player?
Obviously, Brandon Roy. But I'm trying to tell you, you telling the audience that this is a one and done, and I'm telling you he didn't start as a freshman or a junior. What are we doing here?
It's a lot of players that get drafted that didn't start on their teams. Yes. Like you're making a point that's insignificant. We see a lot of freshmen that don't start and they get drafted based on potential. Penn, he might not have been a one and done. He might have been a 2 and done. The only point I'm trying to make is he would not have played all 4 years today. It's no way.
He wouldn't have. He would have come out in the second year.
Okay, we can agree. I'll agree with that.
Split the difference.
But I'm just saying he comes into the league a lot more earlier, and we get to see more years of him.
So we agree. Markel Fultz is the best Washington season ever.
Also, not
the best I've ever seen, but I haven't seen.
Nate Robinson was good too, but he played 2-way. He was the best 2-way athlete that came out for sure. Okay. He played corner for them as well.
Yeah.
Do y'all like what happened with Brandon Roy's knee? Was it a simple fact of the more he plays, the more it degrades?
Yes.
Okay. So coming into the league, playing for some trash franchise that plays 82 games a year, I could argue the best thing for him was actually playing 4 years in college.
Because he would have sped up the process.
It would have sped up the process and he would have broken down sooner. If it was, in fact, some sort of chronic, genetic, degenerative, thing where the more he played, the more it broke down, the cartilage thing, multiple surgeries did not solve it. I think the grind of the NBA and playing so many minutes for the Portland team might have broken him down sooner.
But Penn, this is my pushback on that. And this is where a lot of people don't understand this.
But this is why Butch Carter didn't play Tracy McGrady early on.
But do you think that, especially in the 2000s, you think that Brandon Roy is sitting out practices? Do you think you do know that college practice is harder than an NBA game? Back in the 2000s and the 90s, practices were harder than the games.
Worse than games. I'm not even.
And that it's supposed to be like that because you're supposed to practice harder than the games, so the games are easier. But them dudes is 2-a-days, trainings. In college throughout the 2000s and throughout the 90s, you're getting practiced into the ground. So I hear what you're saying, 82 games as opposed to 30 games, but you're practicing every single day.
Teron, I'm looking at that University of Washington team. They had 3 other pros on that crew.
Yeah.
In addition to Brandon Roy. They had Nate Robinson, they had Will Conroy, and Bobby Jones.
Yeah, Bobby Jones. Yep.
Shout out Bobby Jones.
On that crew.
And Trey Murder. He might have played the year before, though. He might have already graduated.
Trey Simmons?
Yeah.
That's him. Yeah, he was on the crew too. He was second leading scorer on the team.
Yeah. Should have been first. Ox know about Trey.
Ox, do you know about Trey, Ox?
Yeah, I know about Trey.
Okay.
It's some hoopers up there in Seattle, man. I'm just gonna stay, just listening.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Teddy Hart sent through a $50 super chat and said, chill. This isn't a dig at Stockton's error, but most, not all PGs he guarded were true playmakers, unlike the scoring PG era CP3 played in, where it was a gauntlet of 20-plus point per game point guards that CP3 was responsible for stopping.
And not all point guards were playmakers in terms of bucket getters, like you just mentioned. You mentioned a bunch of guys, but there were also guys who could score back then too. Dennis Johnson could score. Magic could score. Isaiah Thomas could score. Fat Lever could score. There are a number of different point guards. Michael Ray Richardson could score. There was a bunch of different guys who could score the basketball during that time. Now, I'm not going to argue that during the era of Chris Paul's era, I'm not going to argue that, Russell Westbrook and Irv and Chris Paul and John Wall, Rondo. These guys could also score. I'm going to say Rondo because I did see Rondo score. These guys could score too, but I'm not going to dismiss that time where all those dudes was just distributors. They could score too. They 100% could score.
Man,
did John Stockton even play against Michael Ray Richardson? Was he still in the league?
86. I think 86 was his last season.
Was Michael Ray at all? Michael Ray at that point?
Yeah, he still was awesome. He was a young guy when he got kicked out of the league.
Yeah, that's so 86 was his last season.
Yeah,
though.
He was a young guy.
He was his last year was 84, 85. That's another dude, man. If cocaine didn't.
So wait, Stockton's rookie year was like.
He could have been
Michael Ray Richardson was around.
Sure.
Mark Price, guys like
my goat, Mark Price. Man.
Mark Price was cold.
What I don't want to do.
We might see Mark Price one of these throwback Thursdays.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Love watching some Mark Price.
And obviously today is Thursday. Once again, in a few hours. Well, first you're going to get the luxury of getting Chill with Chill at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern, we will be turning back the clocks and watching one of these guys tonight. One of these 4. So pull up and you'll just have to see which one it's going to be and who they play against. But I can tell you it's going to be multiple Hall of Famers on the floor. I can tell you that.
Excuse me.
All right, y'all. The next super chat I got is from DSG Piccolo. DSG tapping in. He said, I was on Twitter and I saw some Sleepy Floyd highlights from his 29-point fourth quarter versus the Lakers in 87 playoffs. Not going to lie. That boy looked nice, Chill. Hit them niggas with a transition pull-up 3, was saucing them up. How you think he'd fare today?
He gave Magic Johnson 51 points in the playoffs. Damn. 51 in the game 4 in the playoffs. That's crazy, bro. There's a lot. There's a lot of really good players.
Defender, Magic Johnson.
I'm just thinking about. I'm trying to think of, think Mikal Bridges crossed with. Give me a scoring lead guard in the game today.
This looks like Rajon Rondo with a real jumper, like offensive mechanics.
Think Mikal Bridges with. He wasn't the defender that Drew Holiday was. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, but he was 6'6", rangy. He had one of those games, and you guys know that guy, Ron. That guy that once he get going, it's impossible.
Was he like Goran Dragic?
You can't stop him.
No,
not at all.
Way more.
He had one of them type of games where the bucket just got bigger and bigger, and he didn't he didn't veer away from anything that he could. Like if he got going, like let's say Ron that because he was real good at the 17-foot line on the right side of the floor. I don't know how the hell he was able to do that, but he had this 2-dribble right hand pull up on the right side of the floor was money. And he had this kind of game where once he got that going, forget it. You had no shot against him. He was incredible. Forget about him. I'm trying to think of another point guard in today's game that had that kind of scoring output where once they got going, like forget it.
Jordan Poole.
Turn Jordan Poole down a little bit, Mars. Like, instead of him being the out of control Jordan Poole, like he nuts. Turn the volume down a little. Instead of having it on 10, turn it down to about 7, maybe 6.5.
A disciplined Jordan Poole.
Yes, I could definitely get. I could get with that. Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. SMN RNDM.
Oh, not these nonsensical super chats. Okay.
CP3 is the worst here. In my opinion, him and Stockton are the best playmakers, but all of them are elite, and the difference is not that big. Everything else, he is the worst. Maybe better defense than Nash.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Some people just want to talk, man. Shout out to SMN. Some people just want to talk.
I mean, he was cooking with that first statement.
Yeah, maybe better defense than Nash. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's possible. Maybe.
I wonder if his name stands for something random.
It does. No. Absolutely.
I thought it was someone random.
No, he's told us in the super chat that his name is SMN R&D.
Yeah, he said he prefers that now. He said he prefers that.
Yeah, shout out to SMN R&D. Hey, but as passers though, how would you guys rank these 4? Just strictly passers, not playmaking, not defense, not running the offense, just strictly passing the basketball.
They're all
Nash
great,
Kid,
man.
Chris Paul, Stockton.
Nash Kid, Chris Paul, Stockton.
I'll go Kid, Nash.
That's fair.
Stockton, Chris Paul.
That's fair. I mean, Kid and Nash are my top 2. I'm not moving off that.
Stockton, Chris Paul last?
There's 4 great passes up your pin. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, someone gotta be lost. Someone's gotta be lost. I just know Kid and Nash are the top 2. Everything else, Chris Paul, Stockton, I don't care. Kid and Nash are the top 2.
See, like this comment you got in the chat, Ron, this dude said, not the mailman merchant. Like I think one of the biggest problems that I had with people when talking about Stockton and Malone is that Stockton was super nice and Malone showed up. He was super nice. So be clear, Malone showed up the year after Stockton. They had to get together what they got. It wasn't like where Chris Paul was already that dude when he got Blake Griffin. Right? Chris Paul was already that. Stockton wasn't that when he got Malone. These two guys came in a year apart. Stockton shows up in 84. Malone shows up in 85. And they developed what they developed over the course of time. That's what happened between these two guys.
I have a question. What if the Dallas Mavericks aren't cheap? What if Steve Nash plays out his entire career next to Dirk Nowitzki? Number 1, do they win a ring? And number 2, does he ever get put in this conversation?
What if the Dallas Mavericks aren't cheap?
This conversation. Yeah. The Dallas Mavericks cheaped out. They did not re-sign him. They didn't think he was nice like that.
I mean,
well, they obviously didn't because they let him go. He wanted to stay. It's not like he wanted to go to Phoenix. He wanted to stay with Dirk. Dirk was his best friend.
I think, and I could be in the minority with this. I think the best thing for him was to go to Phoenix and get with that
I'm not
team
denying that. I'm not denying that. I'm saying if he does
it. I mean, like with Don Nelson, he was awesome. He was making all pro teams in Dallas.
I'm not saying he wasn't good. I don't know how far him and Dirk Nowitzki would have got. Both defensive liabilities.
Don't get hurt in 03. They would have won that year.
They beat the Spurs. So yes. Yeah, Ron. They beat the
Spurs. In 03?
They were close.
Yeah, in 03.
Well, maybe they wasn't a 1. It would have been a close series. Like they were on the precipice.
They were going to participate. Yes, that is a.
Wasn't that in the West Finals, Mars? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they were close, and then Dirk goes down. Like they were right there. And no disrespect to that 03 Spurs team. Shout out to Tim Duncan. That's one of the worst championship teams of that era. Like they weren't that great. Like Dallas could compete. Dirk goes down, and they're down 2-1 in the series. Like I think Dallas could have won that series. It was a winnable series in my opinion.
100% it was.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
giving
just,
Tim
I'm
Duncan
just not that high on that
business.
No. I don't even think it's.
I'm sorry, it wasn't just your man, but Duncan was getting the business from Dirk ass that series. Yes,
I don't know. I don't know if people know this, but Steve Nash had 2 top 15 MVP finishes before he got to Phoenix, which is interesting.
Yeah, he was a good player before.
He was an all-pro in Dallas.
Steve Nash came into the league and he stunk. Like he was not good. He was a 23-year-old rookie. He was just not physically capable
Didn't
of
help
hanging
him
in the
playing
NBA.
behind Jason Kidd, Mars.
Well, he wasn't good enough to garner minutes. He just wasn't good enough. You watch Steve Nash rookie sophomore year, he's just very clearly not good enough. And then once he finally like starts figuring things out in year 4, injuries start catching up. Like Steve Nash doesn't become a legitimately really good point guard until like year 6. By that point, he's already like 27. Like he was a late bloomer, like because of injuries, and then he just wasn't ready. So you add all of that up, we're like 26, 27-year-old Steve Nash is when he finally becomes one of the better point guards in the league. And then he maintains that until like 2010, 2011 or whatever. So you got like a decade of Steve Nash, but he just hit his prime very late. It's very unorthodox that someone peaks at like 31 like Steve Nash did. But yeah, it took him about 4 or 5 years to be a legitimately good NBA player. It took him a while.
All right, fellas. Well, we've talked about 4 very good point guards for this whole episode, but y'all know what time it is. We have a top 100 list that we got to finish.
We got to fix some things, Ron. It ain't legit.
We got to finish it. I just sent the list into the group so you guys can keep up with the flow of everything as of right now. But here we are. We have corrections that we got to make, y'all. So we're going to run up and down this list. Hey, Mars, the faster we get through this, the more we can move on.
Hey, man, I'm here, man. I'm locked in, man.
But
first of all, that's not the same list.
Yeah, Ron, I don't know what you sent me, but you sent me something from like 3 years ago.
2022-23 best players at each position, Ron. What are you doing, Ron? Where you at?
You gotta be careful.
I'm seeing names who I haven't seen on this channel in a minute.
Top 5?
Dope.
Oops, my bad.
Yeah, Ron, you just leaked yourself. That's
Boo!
Oops.
Boom!
All right, here we go.
Trash.
Let me get that.
I don't think you guys understand how bad of a host Ron is. Like,
trash.
It's not a joke. Like, it's really not a joke.
It keeps you on your toes, though. Right?
I'm being
all right, y'all should
get him out of here. The 2 dudes in the Muppets in the balcony. That's us talking about Ron. Boom! Get Ron off the stage.
All right, fellas. Here we go. This is what we're looking at. I'm not really gonna get into the 1 through 30. If you don't know the 1 through 30, or if you missed the 1 through 30, go check out an old episode, or just wait till we get done and then I'll read everything from the top. But as of right now, fellas, where we are at is hold on. Give me a second. Here we go. Where we are at is 30. So in these 30s, is there anything that you guys want to switch up?
I want to move Chet down.
To where?
Somewhere where 33 games is valid.
57.
Okay.
No.
Right,
including the playoffs.
Do you want me to
put him at 60 behind?
Oh my God, Amen Thompson. No, move Amen Thompson down. Oh my God, please.
Let's do Chet
please
first.
Move
I'll take care of me.
Okay. Chet below. Does he have to stay in the 30s?
Nah, he could go down to whatever we remember. We moved Kawhi up from the 90s.
I moved Kawhi up from 91 to 21
to 23.
Yeah,
but
nice.
what I mean, how far do you want him to go down? I'll keep scrolling and you tell me when to stop.
Yeah, but there's names where I would have him above, but then there's names below those people that I wouldn't have him above. So it's like weird.
Go to 60, Ron. That's the not 60. Yeah, go to 60. That's the perfect place.
He did miss a good chunk of time too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right.
I see Destin Daniels.
Hold on, keep going real quick.
Oh, Jalen Green.
I think this is around a good area for him.
No, look at Aaron Gordon and Alex Caruso right there. He should be in that group.
Alex Caruso had a better season than Chet.
I say he should be in that. Aaron Gordon did.
No, he didn't. Not
had a better
regular
season than. Actually,
No.
never mind.
Yeah, well, I think he did. So
Alex Caruso's he's far too high. But to get to the 30s,
better than Dyson Daniels.
yeah.
So where do you want to propose that he goes?
Was he better than Jalen Green? And Norman Powell.
I'm gonna just stay quiet.
I would say this is really a good area for him.
Yeah, I would say that's probably his region. How many games did Jamal play this year, Swiper?
Almost 70.
We putting Chet above Debo.
I damn near say like 55.
I feel like this is too
in between LaMelo and Dyson is all right.
This is too arbitrary.
And LaMelo.
In between Scotty and LaMelo.
In between Scotty and LaMelo, I'm cool with.
All right, who's in favor?
We're talking about Chet Holmgren. Sure, we're talking about Chet.
Where do we have him at? Okay,
he's in the 30s somewhere. I'm proposing he goes in between Scotty and LaMelo.
Damn, we did this one without Penn. He would have loved this segment right here.
I'm in favor of it. Ox, are you in favor of it?
Swipe with
sure. All right. So Chet
at 54.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Why not? Why not Swiper?
Because I don't think games played. Mars has talked about this. Over-indexing on games played is fine. He was better like through the playoffs than like a lot of players. Like he played 55 total games. I think he was the arguably best defender in the playoffs. Like that does matter. So I think that the issue is I think he probably shouldn't be out of the 40s personally. But
where are we in the 40s? Was he better than OG Anunoby in the playoffs?
Yeah. In the playoffs, yes.
For the whole season.
Yeah, but it's the whole season.
Yeah, well, I know, but OG. So hold on.
He played 55 of 105 games. Like he barely played 50% of the season.
Yeah, well, we had to be fair.
You want to put Chet above OG?
To be
fair,
better
than Austin Reeves.
Victor Wembanyama in the top. Well, I saw y'all took him out of the top 10. So
Wemby's at like 14 now. Like I don't know, because like I think the 30s through 50s like all sort of messed up. Like I would have Chet above like Tyrese Maxey, but then I wouldn't. I don't know. Like
because Chet was better than Jared Allen.
Can I say Chet below Şengün but above Maxey? Can I say that?
Because I think Chet was better than Jared Allen in the playoffs.
No, I don't think he should.
We can't put Chet above OG. We can't put Chet above.
That means that we got to move these dudes up.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Let's just focus on where Chet should be, and we'll get to these other guys. Keep in mind.
I'm proposing Chet below Şengün above Maxey. That's what I'm proposing.
Because he was better than Jared Allen.
So right here.
Yeah, he was.
Jared Allen played every game though, like literally every game.
I'm not mad at Chet above Şengün.
Chet was kind of.
I gotta withdraw my.
In the
I gotta
playoffs.
withdraw my support of this because I think we're on to a good place, and then Swiper jumped in there, and you know I respect your 2 cents, Swiper. I do. I just strongly disagree. I think we had Chet at the right spot.
All right, well, Mars made another proposal.
I would for sure take him over Maxey though. Like that's what's throwing me off. Like I for sure would.
Mm-hmm.
So Mars made another proposal for him to go above Şengün, behind Jared Allen.
Rudy though. I don't think he was better than Rudy. I don't.
Mars, you got my vote. Swiper, do you like him above Şengün, below Jared Allen? No.
You said the 40s. I'll put him in the 40s. Forget Swiper, man.
Too high, Mars. See, y'all let Swiper come and throw a curveball.
It is what it is. I'm fine.
No, this list is bad because of the collective. I don't want. There's no. This list is bonkers. Like for several different reasons.
I don't think it's that bad.
So what I'm saying is that like Chet is. We can fix it because of the game's play stuff, but a lot of this we're also indexing level of play because the same people that had AD at 5 are also up here, or in the top 10 are up here with like not many games played. And then you take Wemby out, who played the same damn amount of games and was a better defender than him, and had him at 14. Like that's ridiculous. It makes no sense.
We corrected AD though.
No, but you put Wemby out the top.
Well,
10.
I worked very hard to correct.
And Wemby had the same amount of games played, was a better defender than him. Like that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't at all. So like,
he wasn't a better player.
Wemby was a better player than Anthony Davis last year.
Okay, like, that's what you think, Swiper. It's like 7 other people on
definitively.
This is where we are. Like you all have a different perspective.
It's just your opinion, bro.
No, that's fine. And you do the same thing with Debo and others. I'm saying Wemby for me objectively had a better basketball season than Anthony Davis because a lot of Anthony Davis value is going to go down to his defensive value, but he wasn't a better defender. And Wemby was a 24-10 player. That was a very good jump shooter last year. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like he was an elite.
Good jump shooter doesn't make you a better offensive player.
And he was elite at the rim. He averaged 24. Was elite at the rim. Was a really good jump shooter. That matters.
Fellas, I'm about to bring it. I'm bringing it back to the 30s.
Objectively, it doesn't make you a better.
Wemby and AD's already set. The 20s are already set. We are in the 30s. Is it anything in the 30s that you guys want to touch up or change?
Amen, Thompson.
All right. Where do we propose that Amin Thompson goes?
Damn.
Majorly.
Was Amin Thompson better than Maxey?
Keep going. Keep going.
Yes.
Maxey also needs to move down.
Was he better than Hero?
Amen.
Hero also needs to move down.
Was he better than Rudy? I'm looking at this like where we are right now, Ron. Was he better than Ja? I don't think he. I think he was better than OG. I do.
I don't agree with that.
So where are we?
I don't think he was. I don't think he was better than Jamal Murray. I don't.
I mean, I don't think he was better than Jalen Green. If we talk about the whole season,
oh my god!
If we talk about the whole season.
Talk about what?
He wasn't the best player on his team this year. Like he might be better.
Neither was Jalen Green.
He was the leader scorer on the 2 seed.
And Şengün is higher than him.
Yeah, but Şengün's actually below Amen, which is a part of the problem.
Okay,
I would have Amen.
I don't think he
above Dyson, below Scotty Barnes, in and around that area.
So
in and around that area, wherever people feel comfortable, I'd have him above Dyson, below Scotty Barnes.
I would have him below Dyson and ahead of Norman Powell. No, I wouldn't. No, I would not. No, I would not. No, I would not. Relax on that. No, you would not have him ahead of Norman Powell because you was big on Norman Powell this whole season. So no, you would not.
Yeah,
and you don't think that he was better than Jalen Green either. You don't think that. So
is better than Jalen Green. What do we?
Man, respect the leader scorer in the 2 seed. We need to move Jalen Green up. That's what we need to do.
It's not about who's better. It's about who had a better season.
He wasn't better than Jalen Green this season, Ron. He wasn't.
Facts. Like, we ain't see the playoffs, man. We ain't see the playoffs. What are you talking about? Come on, man.
Amin Thompson was not better than Jalen Green this year. He wasn't.
And Draymond Green was better than Josh Giddey. What the hell?
All right, right now we talk about Amin though. Where y'all want Amin to go?
Amin was top 50. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like I'm cool with him going like below Chet, but I feel like now we're underrating Amin.
Was Amin Thompson better than Scotty Barnes this year? Was Amin Thompson better than Scotty Barnes this year, Ben?
You're asking the wrong person, bro.
I am asking the right person.
No, you're asking the wrong person. Chill, because Scotty would be top 25 on this list for me. So definitely, I don't think so. But I could hear the argument. I could definitely hear the argument. He's better. Like, do the Sacramento Kings win more games with Amin Thompson than DeMar DeRozan? Yeah, of course they do. They do. They 100% do. But no one wants to hear that.
Yeah, that's not what the list is based on. It's based on what you did in the 2025 season. Amin Thompson started very slow. And then even when he got into the lineup, it still took him a couple weeks to rev it up. Now, once he started going, but it took him a while though. All these guys on this list.
My proposal is above Dyson, below Scotty Barnes.
Move the list up a little bit more, Ron.
This way.
This is where I feel like this is where more games. I feel like right around like down a little bit more, Ron.
Does it matter to you that he was great in the playoffs?
Down here?
No. I'm putting him right behind. I'm putting him behind Dyson Daniels. That's what I'm putting him behind. That's
Lord. Okay, here's the thing. He was great in the playoffs. He was phenomenal in the playoffs. I would argue he was a better defender than Chet in the playoffs. I don't think Chet was good in the playoffs. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think Chet was great in the playoffs. I like Chet.
Well, I think that's more because of the offense and the defense. But
so Chill said behind Dyson Daniels. Who's all in favor of that?
No, it's too low.
I don't understand how you can be better on offense and defense and then be below that person. It doesn't make sense to me.
He wasn't better.
So Swiper,
yeah, I disagree with you. That's why
I feel like
what I'm saying.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
I think people dock Amin way too much because of the jump shooting. He has serious gravity with the basketball, and he has serious gravity as a cutter and as a finisher, and as just as an athlete. I think people are underrating how good he is.
And I could do the same thing with Dyson Daniels. We talked about this just yesterday when Trae Young was off the floor and they moved him to the one. How much they were really good when he played at the one.
Sure, I've been high on Dyson since G League Ignite. Okay, like I love Dyson Daniels. Amen's a better
Who are
player.
we arguing? Dyson? Yeah, Amen first off, averaged the same amount of points as him, more rebounds, less steals, was also more efficient, obviously shot quality. Neither one of them are great shooter. Dyson better, I guess. But Amen was just a more effective player overall, and he's a way more impactful defender than Dyson. And I mean
way
like,
more
way,
impactful?
Like,
That's
yes,
not true.
yes.
We're not doing that right
yes,
there.
No.
I'm
Great
again,
defenders.
that's what I'm saying. You all, I'm saying way more because of what he does from an on-ball position to an off-ball to the rim protection to all of it. Like, he's a more impactful defender across the board.
All right,
Is
Ron,
he a
what do you want
better
to do?
defender? Is he a better defender than his brother?
I don't. That has nothing.
Fellas, I
What do you
need
wanna
y'all to
do,
lock
Ron?
in. Yo,
Okay.
we got.
What do you wanna
We
do?
got.
Give
Hey,
a suggestion.
this is
It's
the
up
last
to
day.
people to vote.
So-
Mars,
so
where you
look,
at, Mars?
I said below Scotty Barnes, above Dyson. That's my suggestion. If
All right,
people
so
vote on
look,
it, that's it.
Amin Thompson above Chet. All in favor? Raise your hand if you're in Chet or if you're in favor.
Sure, fine.
That's
That's
2.
3, right?
Mars, you like that? I'll
Yeah,
go
yeah,
with
it's
it too.
my suggestion. Okay,
All right,
there
so
we go.
Amin Thompson will drop below Chet or above Chet.
But he's.
All right, now we are looking at this right here. 31, 32,
Several
33.
names here. Jaylen Brown had one of his worst seasons ever, so he should not be in the 30s. That's
Was he better than
Zach?
Zach LaVine this season?
One of his worst seasons doesn't mean he's worse than the people.
One of his
Yeah,
worst
so I'm
seasons could
looking
be
at some of
better
these
than
names last
Zach
year. I
LaVine's
think
best
Shingun
season.
was
That
better
could
than him. I think Zach. Go ahead.
Well, Zach LaVine's not. Zach LaVine's not a top 40
I think
player.
last season, I think Shingun had a better season. I think Zach LaVine had a better season, arguably. I think
Zach
Maxey
LaVine had a
did
better
not.
than Jaylen Brown.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I'm saying I can hear an argument for why you think the otherwise, but I think one was a much better offensive player, much more efficient, much better jump shooter, driver. But defensively, if you want to say Jaylen Brown, I'm not going to push back, obviously. I think Jaylen just wasn't – he was like 21 points a game on negative efficiency last year. It just wasn't a good Jaylen year like it was 2 years ago. That's all I'm saying. I'm open for Zach LaVine. Let's see here. The rest of this list in this area, I think that I'll probably put Jaylen behind De'Aaron Fox, LaVine, Jared Allen, Shingun, Desmond Bane, Jamal probably. I think that Jamal had a better season than he did last year. He probably should be higher. I don't think Reeves. I think Reeves. If you look at the paper stuff, Reeves had a better season than him last year. But the defensive stuff, it's like I'm saying, like whatever you want to do with how you value some of that stuff. Reeves is a better offensive player last year. JB just struggled last year. It's just simple. Was
Hero better than him?
Started off better, but didn't end the season great.
So that's a no.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying. Like, I'm trying not to hold on to any priors here. You know, it's just JB's a better player, but did not have a better season than a lot of these players.
So what are you trying to do? Yeah, where do you propose he gets moved?
Let's see. I'll put Jaylen Brown
under Sengun,
under Jamal. So I'll probably put him at 47, probably 47 right now. Because then I'm looking at Oxford by OG. I think OG was better last year.
I was about to say that. I don't think he was better than OG last year. I don't.
Ox, you think that's crazy?
He had that bad of a season?
Relative to what he's...
I don't think Jaylen Brown had a good year, personally.
Yeah, but I'm trying to be fair, too. Like I'm saying, like, Ox, could you watch Jaylen Brown a lot and OG? Do you feel like OG maybe in total had a better season, or do you think JB, you know?
I watched him.
I think OG was more consistent throughout the year.
Sure. Like, I'm not trying to be harsh. I hope I don't sound harsh.
I think Jaylen, well, I think JB's expected to score more than OG's expected to score, though. But I could get behind OG having a better season than Jaylen Brown this year. I could get behind that.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so Swiper, where you want to move him?
I'm putting at 47 right behind Jamal. Right behind Jamal, probably won't put on.
I'm fine with that.
All right, that's what it is.
And again, I thought he should have won Finals MVP, but I'm also going to be holding the same standard. I don't think he played well last year. He was like not a great season from him.
All right, so I'm moving Jaylen Brown down. You said below OG?
Yeah,
or
below Jamal. So that would have been 49. 40, so 47 in front of Derek White.
All right.
So he's worse than OG, but he was better than Derek White.
I think he had a better season.
I make a really solid case that Derek White was better than OG, but okay.
It was a terrible.
Sure. I mean, again, like I feel like this is all one season, so there's a path.
Terrible. There's nothing solid about that case whatsoever.
You didn't even hit a case.
Boo!
To keep the list going, De'Aaron Fox, Jimmy Butler. Would I get a lot of pushback if I said that If I said Desmond Bane had a better year than De'Aaron Fox last year, we'll get a lot of pushback from there.
Yes, you'll get a shit ton of pushback.
How many games did they both play?
Right. So I think De'Aaron Fox was at here. Let me just put it in here so I don't have to keep leaving this list. De'Aaron played relative. So comparing him to Bane, put him in the machine for the games played.
Spreadsheet FC, bro.
No, it's just like I'm looking at the games, just comparing them side to side. Bane played 69, Fox played 62. Fox averaged more points, less rebounds, more assists, more steals, blocks. But then Bane was a lot more efficient, just like across.
You included playoffs?
No.
Okay.
No, because
De'Aaron didn't play and Bane played
right.
like trash. So
he got smoked in the playoffs.
What's worse, playing and playing like trash or not making it? I don't know.
I think.
Well, at least you were there.
I wasn't moved by what De'Aaron in San Antonio wasn't.
No, he wasn't good at all
for me. So it's like he's playing games in San Antonio, but
I'm not gonna say he wasn't good at all. I don't want to overreact to that. He wasn't
playing particularly great.
Mark, I'm gonna say it firmly. I think Bane had a better basketball season last year than De'Aaron Fox, but De'Aaron Fox is a better overall player. Just doing 24-25. I would put Bane over Fox.
You got to vote Desmond in if you think Desmond.
Sengun was better than Zach LaVine too.
I do, and I'm not gonna give anybody the injury thing, but there was a little bit of that.
I'm fine with Bane over De'Aaron. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with Bane over De'Aaron.
So I'm saying, and I'm putting Zach LaVine over De'Aaron. I'm putting Desmond Bane over De'Aaron. And I'm
so you're moving De'Aaron down. Okay.
Are we putting Maxey out of De'Aaron too?
No, not Maxey, not Maxey.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think we have to move Maxey because I think Maxey's throwing a lot.
Yeah, Maxey's too high too. I don't think Maxey was better than De'Aaron last year.
So this whole thing is moving De'Aaron out of 35 down.
I thought he was moving Bane above De'Aaron. I didn't know he was moving De'Aaron.
Well, no, because look at the list though, Mars. Like so Jimmy Butler, I think had a good year last year. The issue was there was but again, to be fair, Jimmy pre-Warriors was tanking his own value on purpose. Obviously, he deserves that. He deserves slander for that. But then after that, he was really good with the Warriors. So like he almost had two different individual seasons. So
he started the season good in Miami. It was when he decided he wanted to leave. He tanked himself for like
the last 13 games or whatever.
Yeah,
right.
So I don't know. I'm high on Jimmy's season. Me personally, I'm on team swap Maxey with like Austin Reeves or something, and then we can move Bane up because Maxey's too high.
I think Maxey. I damn near can make the case that Maxey was too low.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm going to disagree with your case.
52 games. I gave you 26 and 6.
Who are you comparing him to, though?
Maxey was getting busy.
So who should he be above?
Who should he be above? I would have I would definitely have him over Zach. I think you guys are hyping Zach a little bit.
You can just compare the season.
I think Sengun made it to the playoffs, and he was the best player on his team, you could say, and all of that. Sengun wasn't giving you 26 and 6 in that.
That was not going on.
But that's not how you.
I would have him above Bam. And Julius. I'd have him above Julius Randle for sure.
He was not better than Julius Randle last year. He was not better than Julius
Randle. My evaluation of Tyrese Maxey is way off from yours. I'm not in agreement with this.
Julius Randle was firmly in his spot. Yeah, he's not moving.
I'm not moving Kyrie. I'm not moving Randle. I'm not moving Bam. I'm not moving Jimmy. I'm fine with all of them.
Maxey didn't play.
I could flip Jimmy and Bam. I don't have a problem with that, but like I'm not moved tonight. It doesn't bother me. Maxey is throwing me off. Maxey and Hero low key, but Maxey's.
Yeah, I think Maxey's best thing is offensive creation, and he was not better at that than Zach LaVine last year. So I think it would be very hard for me to put him above Zach LaVine.
All right, so what you guys want to do with these 30s right now?
So De'Aaron Fox, we move him down. Move Bane. I think move Bane definitively in front of Fox, so you can just move him up.
Well, hold on, no, we gotta. That's something that got to be voted on by everybody or agreed on by everybody. Are you guys in favor of Desmond Bane?
I'd rather move De'Aaron down. I'd rather move De'Aaron.
I know, but we're gonna have to sort through that though. It's just I feel like slowly with
Desmond Bane was better than Zach LaVine last year.
So move Desmond above Zach.
I would.
I don't think he was better than Sengun last year.
So move Sengun up too then.
So just move Zach LaVine down, bro. Like I don't think people understand how egregiously bad this defense is. I understand like the efficiency and the scoring, and I get it.
But it's not. Maxey was also bad defensively too, and he was a worse offensive player. So I'm saying you really need to target Maxey. He was worse across the board than Zach LaVine.
Can we target them both?
No,
just move them both down.
Because I think if you're 23 points per game scoring like 51, 41, 85, like that's like there's something in Chicago nonetheless. Like he was giving the Celtics buckets. I think he scored 38 on them. Like he was going ham last year. It's just
I feel like this list underrates defense and overrates offense a lot.
That's what we
who
lit,
does this list. That's why I had Chet at 28.
That's the
and
game.
You said that's not a good list.
You voted for Chet to be in the 50s alongside it.
I mean, who is in
so
favor
who's
of
underrated?
Desmond
What?
Bain?
Yeah,
look at him. He's a fraud.
Who's in favor of Desmond Bain going above De'Aaron Fox? Show of hands.
I guess. Yeah, I'll vote for it. I guess.
Chill. So we got 3 of us.
Yes.
All right, Desmond Bain is above De'Aaron Fox.
It's when he got to San Antonio. That's when it got tricky. I'm comfortable with that.
You got 4 votes on that?
Yeah.
Ox, not as a better player.
like
it's just that when he went to San Antonio, it got tricky. It went the other way. If he was the way he was playing, had he stayed in Sacramento, we're not doing that.
And for the second Houston Rockets fans, Şengün above Fox and Levine, please. Just another one.
I want Şengün above Bain too.
That's fine. Put Şengün right behind Jimmy Butler. Let's do that.
Şengün behind Jimmy Butler. All right, who's all in favor?
To be honest with you, I want to put Şengün ahead of Jimmy Butler.
Well, actually,
I want
let's
to put
do
him
it.
ahead of Jimmy Butler.
Here, two for one, Ron. Move Şengün, move Bam down for Jimmy Butler, and move Şengün in front of Bam.
I'm cool with that.
I think that's actually a better
So what?
order.
Move Bam below Jimmy.
So
Bam
flip
below
Bam and
Jimmy,
Jimmy, and then
move
put Şengün above them both.
Yeah.
All right, who's all in favor for that?
Above both of them? Above Bam. Above Bam.
Cool with
above
that.
Bam.
Yeah, above both of them.
I'm cool with that. Yep.
No, Bam would be down.
Above both of them.
No,
right,
disrespect.
I'm good with that.
Swiper want to move Bam down the list.
Well, no, I'm just saying Şengün was better. I just don't know.
There we go. That's how it should look. That's how it should look.
Yes.
I'm not horrible. It's Jimmy was better with the Warriors, but shout out to my dog.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
much better
though.
Like,
no, he was
So
good.
all that bullshit that Jimmy was doing, not leading his team in Miami in any statistical categories at all, is no big deal. But De'Aaron Fox going to San Antonio playing with a broke hand is what moves him down.
Not for me. No.
That's what I'm saying. Can't we do the same thing? Because when he went to Sacramento, when he left Sacramento and went to San Antonio, it went the other way. Well, we'll invert that because buckets, it already was going the other way in Miami, and then when he got to Golden State, it went this way.
Jimmy didn't do shit for 65%.
He actually led to the Heat in box plus minus, so he did in the statistical category. So you're wrong.
In any statistical category, he wasn't leading. He didn't lead. Jimmy Butler didn't do shit until the middle of March.
No, I don't think that's.
I don't agree. I think Jimmy Butler started the season. I started the season. I think he started the season well, and then decided to sabotage, which I do hold against him. The sabotage that he committed.
Well, it's really Pat Riley's fault.
In January time was.
It takes two to tango. Just because you're disgruntled, you're gonna cry and pout.
Oh, I hold that against him for sure.
Good job, Jimmy.
He also just didn't play a lot while he was sabotaging the team, so like he wasn't.
He got suspended.
I'm saying, but we us as grown men aren't going to sit here and say that another grown man's actions are dictated by another grown man. I'm just not going for that. I'm
just saying I'm factoring in Jimmy sabotaging the team into my evaluation. I still think he was better than Bam on the season.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm not. Yeah. That's fine. I'm cool with that. I just wanted to say, I think it's crazy that we're not knocking Jimmy for not doing shit for 55% of the season, but De'Aaron go play with a broke hand for 7-8 games before he finally sits out.
Well, De'Aaron was dealing with a hand injury for longer than 7-8 games, though.
Yeah. No, he was dealing with the hand injury even in Sacramento. But I'm just saying, he was. I think he looked better in Sac than he did in San Antonio.
De'Aaron had the 60-point game this year, right?
Yeah, he had 60 and 59.
And then the next night, like 59. Yeah, I remember that. It was 59 was averaging. It was something crazy because he was averaging like 30.
Because he was averaging like 45 or some nonsense like that. And Jordan came up here and told us that he could do that on the regular.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, he's like,
Jordan came up here and
De'Aaron chooses to. This is what he can do. And I was like,
relax.
Yeah, De'Aaron was at top 10 in the league in scoring at this point.
I just think we kind of sleep on De'Aaron's season.
Calm down.
All right, so it looks like up till 37 we are set. Do you guys want to do anything with Zach LaVine or Jared Allen?
I think Jared has to move down. I think he played a lot of games, but level of play, I just don't think he was better than a few players behind him.
I think he played at a really high level, though.
Yeah, I think
I'm not made all-star team.
No,
actually,
he's an all-star.
I wouldn't be mad moving him above Desmond Bain.
No, he wasn't.
It may be even Bam. I anchored the best defense in the NBA.
No,
I know.
They weren't the best defense in the NBA.
Not the best. My bad. The best team in the Eastern Conference. My bad.
And he was their second best defender, but Yeah, he was tremendously impactful.
Yeah.
Ron,
and offensively, he does a lot as
player
well.
of the year was on their team, Ron. Why what are you doing, Ron?
Chill. You know what I'm saying.
I don't think
you are usually the anchor of the defense. Like you might not be the best defender, but
Jared Allen was the best defender on the roster. I agree. But
I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't think Jared Allen moving up a spot or two is like really going. I don't think there's going to be Jared Allen super fans reacting to the list like he should be 38.
Can we at least just swap him with Zach LaVine?
I have no problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. I just don't think it matters. I'll vote for it because I don't care, but it doesn't make a difference to me.
Let's move Jared Allen up past. I'm down moving Jared Allen ahead of Zach LaVine. I'm good with that.
Yeah, there we go. We can move him up a spot. It doesn't make much difference to me. So there we go.
I'm good with that.
It's funny you hate offensively inclined players when they're convenient to you, but
I'm about to slide down to the 40s.
Nope, I'm not going to get into that.
We're going to rock from here.
Can we swap Maxey and Austin Reeves, please?
No, wait. Just drop Maxey all the way. Yeah. Drop Maxey all the way behind. I don't think Reeves was that. I don't think Reeves.
Or move Maxey below Austin Reeves. I don't have that.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
was Maxey better than Denny this year?
Me and Denny are not on speaking terms right now. It's fuck Denny FD, but
no, I know what that's about.
But yeah, Maxey was probably better than Denny. Probably. Yeah.
Can we separate?
Denny came on late in the season. Late in the season, Denny was better than Maxey, but over the course of the season, I'll probably go with Tyrese.
Y'all not getting my vote on Maxey dropping below anybody in this tier.
Well, forget Ron's vote.
If y'all want to do it, y'all can, but I'm not voting.
Yeah, I'm voting for Maxey to go below Austin Reeves. That's my suggestion.
Who's all in favor?
I don't think below Austin Reeves. I don't think I can get with Austin Reeves.
I think Derek White. Can we swap Derek White and Maxey?
No,
Derek White was really good, y'all. Shoot.
Okay, I'm here for moving Maxey below Derek White.
Okay.
Maxey led all point guards in scoring.
Good for him.
Yeah,
I think LaMelo was second.
SGA was a point guard.
Oh yeah, but I think LaMelo was probably third on that list, and LaMelo's below all of them.
He wasn't turnover games than LaMelo was.
52 games. That's
more than
LaMelo played 50. LaMelo played 50.
I know Ja Morant better than Maxey too, so yeah.
You know that? Are you sure you know that?
I know that.
Yes,
Ja Morant is better than Maxey.
Ja Morant was better than Maxey, and he played in the playoffs.
That's what I'm thinking.
And he played in the playoffs. Hey,
Two and a half games.
I mean, no, for respect, Lou Dort taking him out. El Canadians.
I mean, that boy got his ass beat that first game. So
yeah, but then he figured them out.
Grizzlies got motorboated. They got motorboated.
That's what happened to the Sixers all year.
Motorboated.
Yeah, that's not my definition of a motorboat.
That's not
the
motorboated.
Sixers were getting fried this season.
That motorboat. All right. So what y'all want to do with Maxey? All in favor of him moving below Derek White?
Okay, I'm good.
That's 2.
Yeah,
3. Need one more vote. Ox, Swiper.
We're trying to move Derek White
up,
about
one more time, Ron.
Maxey moving below Derek White.
Nah, I'm cool.
Well, looks like we don't got the vote for it.
But
you guys 3.
Behind Derek White? Oh yeah, just do it. Never mind. Do it. It's fine. Yeah, I'm behind Derek White.
There we go. Majority.
4.
Let's go.
Okay,
democracy.
That's a bad move, yo.
Derek White played 24 more games too, so
yeah, like what are we doing?
Plus playoffs.
Plus playoffs.
Shit.
All right, is there anything else in here that you guys want to change?
Yes. Hell yeah.
What's the? Oh shit! Here we go.
Let's. Can you move up, please, real quick?
No. Okay.
The other way, Ron.
Let's get. No. That's the right way.
No, this is the way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the right way. Let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead and get Debo.
Oh my God.
Debo. Oh.
Go ahead. Go down.
Hold on, Ox. We in the 40s, right quick. We'll get to the 50s. We'll get to the Debos and Scotty Barnes of this world here very soon. Is there anything in these 40s that y'all want to switch up?
Yeah, I think Jamal needs to move up to. I'm looking at the season, including the playoffs. We have 43-point game versus the Clippers, 28-point game versus OKC. I'll say he moved him right behind Tyler Hero, so in front of Rudy Gobert.
Wait a minute, with that logic, I mean, Rudy had a 2020 game.
Yeah, versus the Lakers, respectfully.
So it was in the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree, but I think Jamal Murray is better than him in the playoffs. But
I think it's because Jamal Murray started out so slow.
Yeah, he did. He sucked, and I'm telling you, he was a bottom. He was not a top 100 player to start the year off. So I'm being
agreed.
But December 1st on show, he was a 23-6 player on 50, 40, 90.
We had that conversation.
I think he does. I do think he played better, and I think he.
But
he
this is your logic with Jamal Murray. Meanwhile, you telling us that Rudy Gobert should have been on the all-league defensive team.
Well, he was, yeah.
You told us
the offensive, but Rudy has no offensive value though, like at all. So
I mean, to say he has no offensive value.
I'm just being real. He's not a play creator. He's not a real play finisher. Like he just doesn't.
He did finish plays. I mean, he was on the floor for some.
When he caught the ball, he did. He's great.
He did.
When he catches the ball and doesn't travel and doesn't have an offensive foul, he's great.
Correct.
I don't even think I've been gassing Jamal at all on this list. I do think Jamal being at 41 is fair given what he did this last year. I'm not even. Jason Tim had him at 25. I don't have him that high. I think 41 is about where he deserves to be.
All right. So who's in favor of Jamal Murray moving up above Rudy Gobert?
I move him over Tyler Hero.
I move him over Zach LaVine. Yeah.
What the hell are we doing here? He's better than Zach LaVine. He was better than Zach LaVine. I don't get the Zach LaVine.
I would move it. I personally I think Rudy probably should be above Zach.
Can we just swap? How about this? Can we swap Jamal Murray and Zach LaVine? That would make.
How about we just move Zach LaVine down to where he belongs? I think that'll help a lot of things. But where do you guys? I don't know. You guys keep saying all these people are above him.
Like I don't know how you can argue Derek White and Jaylen Brown were worse than Zach LaVine. He didn't play playoffs.
I don't mind moving Zach LaVine all year. That doesn't bother me.
All right, so Penn, where would you propose that Zach LaVine gets moved down to?
Well, Tyler Hero.
I put him below Austin Reeves.
Would you put Tyler Hero below Austin Reeves?
Yeah, that would be recency bias because he really stunk. He was really stinky in the playoffs. So
he didn't really look at defense all year either.
Who's all in favor of Zach LaVine moving below Austin Reeves?
I'm not doing that.
I passionately argued with Real Talk that Zach LaVine's better than Austin Reeves. I'm not about to go back.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I think it's fair for Jamal to go to Rudy. We should.
Okay, can we put him below Jamal Murray?
No, Murray has to go up.
Okay, swap regular season
playoffs. He will go, Swiper.
No. Zach LaVine was good last year. I don't think he's 39.
I'm fine with moving Jamal Murray up. I'm not trying to. I'm not.
Can we swap these two players?
Huh?
Does that make the list more accurate? Jamal Murray right ahead of Tyler Hero, which makes sense to me because I think he was better, and then Zach LaVine moving down to where Jamal Murray is right now.
If we move Zach LaVine and Hero together,
well, Zach LaVine was better than Jaylen Brown, so I'm with that. Derek, so
okay, so
yeah, if we move, if Zach LaVine moves down, I want Hero to move down too.
To where?
Right below Zach LaVine, so the same spot.
So
move Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine and Hero can go above Jaylen Brown, and Jamal Murray can take that spot. That's my project.
All in favor?
Yeah, that's my proposal.
Yeah. All right, whatever.
There we go. Okay.
All right, Jamal Murray, you will move up here. Hero, you will move behind OG.
Behind OG.
Zach.
Behind OG. Yeah.
All right. That's what we're looking at.
That's not horrible. I mean, it's more respectable than it was.
Mm-hmm.
All right, is it anything else in these 40s that you guys want to switch?
Yeah, Jaylen Brown might move down a little further. Let me see.
Oh my god!
Spreadsheet is you gotta respect the machine. The machine is saying Jaylen Brown was trash.
I don't think he did not play well last year.
Yeah, I know he didn't play well.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
I'm just trying to be.
But what does your machine tell you about Derek White?
Yes, there's an A in DeRozan. We know, but Ron's hosting, so just let him do his thing.
Ron, you ain't know that?
His name is DeFrozen.
That's true. That is true. That's facts.
Well, all right, y'all. Is there anything else in here that you want to do?
Yo, y'all lucky DeMar didn't make the playoffs.
I'm fine.
Wait, the Lakers had three.
I would have moved them.
Wait, hold on, Hanzo, you getting on me?
To the 70s?
The Lakers got 3 players in the top 10. They got 3 players in the top 10 and a 4th player in the top 50s. They got
you saying AD, Luka, and Bron? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, they all played in team. Hey, AD played more for the Lakers than he did the Mavericks last year.
All right, Ron. Enough of this bullshit. Let's grab Debo.
Ron, you missed 51.
Let's get him moved.
You did miss 51.
What are you doing?
Damn.
There's got to be a more. There's got to be a more. There's got to be an easier way to do this.
Wait, we have a Google. You can just use Google Docs.
I've seen Hjalmar Skeet Nielsen tell you that you just got to do like a thing and it says like sell +1 or something.
All right, well, hey, Skeet Nielsen,
you doing this some difficult way. This is ridiculous.
It's for the love of the game.
Love it.
He out here changing each one by one. Like, God.
All right, let's get to it, y'all.
And doing it wrong.
In the 50s, how we rocking?
Scotty Barnes better than DeMar DeRozan. Go ahead, move him up.
Put Debo up at like I think it was 42. I think.
No.
No. Put him at. Put Debo.
No.
Put Scotty above Zach LaVine, bro.
Wait,
Be for real.
Hold on, Ox. What you want to do with Debo? Where you want to propose that he gets moved to?
Let me see. Debo.
Keep going. Like higher.
Put him in between Rudy and Ja. Sure.
In between Rudy and Ja.
Damn it! Nah, wait. Keep going. Let me see who's that above Rudy.
Oh, wait. What we doing? What's happening right now?
I'm just talking about the dude that average 40. 23, 4 and 4. So just want to see. And played 77 games. You know what I'm saying?
And doesn't play defense. Bring that up.
And Rudy wasn't good offensively, Penn. So don't do that. Okay, stop.
Oh no, please. I love it when they get to doing that petty weird shit.
Yeah, that's right, Penn.
Just be yelling random shit. Like
so, where you want him to go?
That's right.
Put Debo at 40. In between
40?
Jamal and Rudy.
All right, who's all in favor of that?
No. I'm sorry, big fella. I can't do it.
All right, Ox, you want to try again?
Look, Ox is asking for some money. I got some bread for you, Ox. I just ain't got that much.
I'm not compromising. That's why. If they don't want to do it, that's fine.
My boy Ox asked me for 5 stacks. I only got 2, Ox. That's it. I can
All
get
right,
2 stacks.
Penn.
Sorry, bro.
Talk to me. What do you want?
Well, Penn, hold on. Let me do this for you because they're not. If you do it, they're not going to believe you. Put Scotty Barnes ahead of Jaylen Brown, please. I think that's the highest we can get him. Scotty Barnes above Jaylen Brown.
I can get him higher.
No,
you're going to say he was better than Zach LaVine. He was better than Tyler Hero.
We cannot say that. I can say up front of Jaylen Brown, and it can get past. You got
to acknowledge the ability of compromise. Like you got to be able to convince other people to get him that high.
Yeah. You cannot get him that high.
Yeah.
I can now, Penn. You can either take it, Penn. You can take him where he is, or you can go with your agent and get you the best deal possible. And I can get you a fistful of 50s. Okay, not the best spot to go to. Hey, not the best spot. I can't take you to Vegas with a fistful of 50, but I can get you to South Dakota. All right, so we'll take South Dakota, please, for 45.
I mean, yo,
while you bullshitting, Ox.
You and I have nothing to do with each other. You move Scotty Barnes up. That's cool. Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
Better do some research.
Hey, they in the house. Stay in the house.
Shit.
All right, Penn, talk to me. What you want to do?
No. Like what Swiper said.
Yeah, in front of Jaylen Brown.
That's his thing. Just so we're clear.
Scotty Barnes in front of Jaylen Brown. Are we in favor of this?
Yeah, I'll move up.
That's 3.
That's a fair thing.
Hell
no.
Was
not good last year.
That's 4.
Yo, you saying yes?
I think Scotty Barnes should be ahead of Tyler Hero and Zach LaVine, but
it's not going to happen though. So
don't worry, I still got mine.
All right. Scotty Barnes right there.
All right. That was Swipers. So we're clear. I'm my agent.
Just full of 50s.
Just a guy on the street.
Hey,
guy on the street with
he had a watering hole with a fistful of 50s eating good right now, bro. Shout out to my dog, man.
Okay.
So y'all telling me Derek White was better than DeMar this year?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I see what's happening. I'm just gonna mute myself and just watch.
He just cursed under his breath. Okay.
So Ox, you ain't doing no more drills with us, Ox?
Scotty Barnes.
I'm gonna just watch.
Can I get mine off now? I'm gonna say Scotty Barnes over OG Anunoby. I'll make a case. Okay. First of all, anchored the top 5 defense for the last 44 games. Number 2 was basically missing training.
Is he a better defender than OG?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Okay. I know y'all over focus on the on ball, but Scotty was amazing on the ball.
Man, you over-focus on Scotty Barnes.
No, yo, chill. Before Scotty got into the league,
You
OG
do
was
good
Yo,
cook, chill.
You're
Good
not gonna
cook,
tell me
chill.
you're biased against OG. I love OG. OG is honestly.
He played for the Raptors too, chill.
top
So
player.
again, 6 degrees
Yeah, I don't
separation.
care that he played for the Raptors. I don't know why you do
We
this.
back to that again.
Swipey, you got a projection thing going on. I really genuinely don't give a shit if a guy plays for the Raptors. I don't. Carter Bryant don't play for the Raptors. He's one of my favorite players.
Chris Bosh is barely better than Nick Claxton?
Mikey,
that's not what I said though. That's not what I said. I was so. Oh, there you go. So I don't get that. If I like a guy who played for the Raptors, it's because he played for the Raptors. If I don't like a guy because he played for the Raptors, it's because he played for the Raptors. Either hate Raptors or don't.
I am 100% confident that if Scotty Barnes played for the Minnesota Timberwolves or if he played in Portland, we wouldn't be talking about him nearly as much as we do. Nearly.
Chill. That is not true. That is not true. Because I came on here and I told you about SGA being this great. I told you about Carter Bryant being this great. Neither one of them played for the Raptors.
SGA's from Canada.
Irrelevant to me. I also am up here telling you that I would cut Steve Nash. He's from Canada too. Where's your logic? Where's your logic?
Okay, so
I don't give a shit about Trey Lyles.
If you can't acknowledge that we talk about Scotty Barnes because you bring Scotty Barnes up when there's no reason to.
Who's the lowest on RJ Barrett up here? Me. I'm lower on him than anyone.
Did he or did he not bring a hood?
It's not hard to see. You watch every game of the Raptors. You talk about the Raptors a lot. Like it's not.
I know.
Fellas, I'll move Scotty. We have 50 more players.
Next season, I'm going to talk about the Phoenix Suns a whole lot. I guarantee it's because it's going to be the team I watch the most. Cool. You talk about Raptors the whole lot. Like even today, we were talking about John Stockton's defense. Who was the player you brought up to compare him to? Emmanuel Quickly. You know why? He's on the Raptors. Like. You compare things to Toronto situations all the time. Like that's what you do. You watch the Raptors the most. There's nothing wrong with that, but acting like it's not reality is insane. Like you talk about Scotty Barnes a lot, and the reason you feel so comfortable and confident talking about Scotty Barnes, especially in relation to us, is because you know you watch Scotty Barnes more than all of us. So you think we're missing things with Scotty Barnes. So you're trying to tell us about what Scotty Barnes was doing, what the Raptors were doing in this stretch, how well Scotty Barnes was playing, and that's because you watch him more than us. We all agree. You watch Scotty Barnes more than us, and that's perfectly fine. Okay. But don't act like you don't talk about Scotty Barnes a whole lot because you watch him a whole lot. Like that's just fair.
But that's not the point. That's not the point. The point isn't that you watch a guy more, so you talk about him more. I agree with that. You talk about Jalen Green more, Amen more. I agree with that. Tamani more. I get that.
Fellas. We got 50 more names in this list. Where do you want to move Scotty Barnes?
Above OG.
All right, who is in favor of Scotty Barnes moving above OG?
The primary guy on the offense. There we go. 1, 2, 3.
Y'all did all of that to say yes.
But that's us three. He needs 4. He doesn't get it. Us 3 have the votes.
Yeah, you know my hands down.
Chill. Scotty Barnes above.
There we go.
You're with it, Chill?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Chill. Thank you so much.
Scotty above
all right. Charity, vote for Penn.
Agent, you know what you are? You know what you are? You are one of those dudes on the NIL trying to tell these kids that I need you to cut my 10% check. No, you told me the best I could do is a fistful of 50s. What'd you say? Can't go to Vegas. Just went to Vegas. Take the L. And you helped me.
You don't want to go to Vegas. They ran through down there. Go to South Dakota.
North Dakota too.
All right, fellas.
Wyoming,
this is the 50s right now. Scotty Barnes just moved up. Is there anybody else? And Denny just dropped into this 50th slot. Is it anybody else in here that you would like to change?
Yeah, I would like to move Dyson Daniels above.
Yeah, above Denny.
I would like to move Dyson Daniels above
Maxey?
Christian Brown at 87.
Oh.
Alex Caruso, Jalen Green, and Dyson Daniels are getting out this list. I hope everybody's prepared.
You better go my vote on Jalen Green or Caruso.
No, can you be serious, Mars, please?
Guarantee it. You ain't gonna.
You want to troll Penn for being a Toronto Raptors clapper, and here you are clapping for Jalen Green whenever you want.
He played all 82. That's valuable.
You switched FCs for this dude.
Hey man, I seen the workout videos, man. I seen him take a floater. In a workout. You know what that means?
Okay.
28 points per game. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my goodness.
I am for moving Dyson Daniels down though. 87 is a stretch.
Ours is the Jason Garrett of the Jalen Green fan club. All he does is sit on the sideline and do this every time.
Yeah,
Jason
I don't know who
Garrett.
Jason Garrett is.
The Dallas Cowboys head coach. That's all he did.
I
Three
seen him hold him
straight
accountable.
8 seasons.
I seen him hold him accountable.
I think I'm fair with Jalen Green. I do think 57 is too high. But I said that when he got put here.
Okay, but I just said and I just asked to drop him and you were like, you're not getting my vote.
Yeah, man, I can make a joke.
Josh Giddey is way too high based on the season he had. Jalen Green is too high. Everybody else here feels fair, to be honest.
All right, so what are the propositions? We can start with, I guess it's Dyson. Where do you guys want to move Dyson down to?
If I said Norman Powell was better than
Hold up though. Let's with Dyson.
DeMar DeRozan.
Where do you guys want to move Dyson down to? Mars, you initially said it. Swiper, you said 87. Where's it coming from?
Alex Caruso got to go too, please. Aaron Gordon.
Caruso and Giddey got to move down. I would have Dyson below. Josh Hart's too high. I would have Dyson below Mikal.
I would have Dyson below Nembhard. Playoffs included.
Josh Hart is throwing me off because I'd have Dyson above Josh Hart.
Nembhard was not better than Dyson.
Josh Hart.
Yes, he was. Nembhard was
Dyson below Mikal. That's my vote. Dyson below.
Whoa, Mars. Wait a minute, Mars. Andrew Nembhard was legendary in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, but the regular season was not.
He was still good in the regular season. No,
he was good.
He wasn't better than Dyson.
He was a better offensive player than Dyson.
No,
okay,
he
I'll
was
come.
not.
I think he was.
He was a better offensive player than Dyson. That's factually.
I don't know if
Mars,
he is a better offensive player.
Okay, apparently I know now I'm with Penn. Y'all just don't like Canadians. I'm arrived.
I never said.
I've arrived to this point. Penn, I'm with you.
That's.
Penn, let's get the picket signs. Say they don't like Canadians because they clearly are discrediting.
It's
Andrew Nembhard.
I think you're overstating. I think you're overstating
you.
Nembhard's offense this regular season.
The only person who has a problem with Canadians up here is you, Mr. Swiper. The only person.
How?
Yeah, every single
I love Canadian women. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I didn't ask you about
my vote is Dyson Daniels below Mikal. That's my vote.
Dyson Daniels below Mikal. Okay, who is all in favor of moving Dyson below Mikal to 64?
Oh, easy. Yeah.
No.
Well, Dyson got to be below Josh Hart.
Dyson
right? You mean Josh Hart, Mars?
Well, I mean, Josh Hart can get moved to when we get to him. Right now, we're on Dyson Daniels.
Yeah,
Dyson above Josh Hart for sure.
You know, I said y'all value offense over defense. Y'all really value on ball over off ball way too much. Like, to me, Josh Hart is he's low. He's too low.
Dyson Daniel, then let's move him below Mikal.
So, below Mikal.
Josh Hart being too low is insane.
Mars, you're in favor. Swiper, you're in favor.
Yeah, that's fine.
You raised your hand to Dyson Daniels getting moved below Mikal. Chill.
This is a hung jury.
Mikal Bridges. Mikal was clearly better than Dyson last year, brother.
This is a hung jury.
Clearly,
Mikal Bridges, yes.
Why are you saying his name like that?
That's how you pronounce it.
That's his name, Mikal.
Would you like to move Dyson Daniels below Mikal Bridges?
Hell no. No.
All right, Dyson Daniels is staying where he's at.
What?
Good work, fellas.
Nope.
Good work.
This is BS.
All right,
Dyson was barely better than Christian Brown last year. What are you talking about? Goodness gracious. Y'all overrate these people crazy.
Hey, Christian Brown didn't get the MIP. Underrated. Did he?
The what? What'd you say, the MVP?
He didn't get
MIP.
the
IP.
What is that good? Never mind. You know what?
Here comes the
7
MIP.
points to 15 points. All right, hold on. So let me put.
Swiper, you so tricky with these points, man. Maxey averaged 26 a game.
Tricky.
So
he averaged 26 a game.
But Christian Brown's a better scorer than Dyson Daniels.
That's second.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he is not.
I mean, no, he factually is. Like,
you're doing your 6-3 thing.
Yeah, that matters. That's what Giannis did. Half of Giannis' point come in transition. That's part of the game.
Dyson doesn't get money in transition?
No, not like Christian.
No.
Yes, he does. In fact,
Christian Brown was one of the most effective.
No. Chill. This is white bias. This is white bias. This is white bias. No, I'm not doing this.
Oh my god.
Even though I had John Stockton number 1, but I ain't down with the white boys.
Hey, you said in that segment you don't see color. Look, so let me say, Aaron Gordon. Is he too low or too high, y'all? Based on last season, he might be too high.
I mean, Aaron Gordon should be above Jalen Green.
Yeah, but Aaron, the playoffs were carrying Aaron.
I think Aaron Gordon's quite fair.
Respect to Swiper for turning this very heated.
Yeah, I think Aaron Gordon's
this would have been
quite
such a
fair.
peaceful conversation if you weren't there.
No, it actually would not have. It
was a very. It would have been very peaceful.
Can we move Draymond? Can I move Draymond above Dyson? Is that fair?
Yes.
I mean, if y'all would vote for
Yeah,
it.
can I say Draymond above Dyson, or am I still reaching?
Who was all in favor of Draymond above Dyson?
Chill said fine.
3 votes.
Chill said fine.
Fine.
There we go.
Fine.
There we go. Okay. Got something.
Wait, well, hold on. Can you go to the could some of the 60s should be higher on this list now? So
yeah,
do you think,
but
go ahead.
Draymond Green over Norman Powell.
What you guys?
Norman Powell was better than Dyson Daniels too.
Holy moly!
Can we chill? Can you at least concede Norman Powell is better than Dyson Daniels?
No.
I don't see how Jalen Green's not better than Dyson Daniels. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see how he's not. But
you go cover for Trae Young's defense. Just try it.
Jalen Green give Dyson Daniels 30. I watched it. It was the worst 30 in the league, but I watched it happen. Jalen Green was better than Dyson Daniels.
That was the game plan. Let him.
I don't think Dyson Daniels had a good defensive game versus Denver ever. So
I think we won that game.
I think
we won that game.
Dyson Daniels getting fried by Jamal Murray, by the way, chill. Cooked.
Jalen Green had like 7 turnovers in that game.
By the way, and why did he have 7 turnovers? I'm glad, you conveniently left that part out, Mars. Thank you very much.
No, I brought it up. I actually didn't leave out. I said,
if we include the playoffs, does Aaron Gordon deserve to move up above Dyson Daniels?
No, because his 51 games just weren't. They were. He just, it's just. I don't think he was.
But he played playoffs.
Season. I know. I'm saying he's way better than Dyson.
He was amazing
player. Playoffs, but just the regular season was just
Man, Jalen Green averaged 28 against Dyson this year. Like, come on, man. I won both games.
Is LaMelo Ball better than all these people?
Yes.
Last year?
Yeah.
Last year?
Yeah.
So let's move LaMelo up to 51 then, right?
No. He didn't play enough.
Mars. I'm asking the ball knowers.
I'm not putting LaMelo over Chet.
I'm sorry. You're asking ball knowers. I'll shut up. Okay.
I'm not putting LaMelo over Chet. Chet
shouldn't be this low.
Yeah, now I'm looking at it. I do feel like
Yeah, exactly. See, I tried to help you.
In the 40s and you said no.
No, that's not what happened.
I said Chet below. I said above Maxi, and you was just there.
I was with you. I had Chet at 28. I had Chet at 28. Put Chet.
Everyone rewind the stream about 40 minutes.
No.
I'm
not
Chet
above. I must not have heard you because I already had Chet in the 30s.
Wait.
Where we're at right now.
How about this?
Chet is
okay. Put Chet in front of Maxi, please.
Hush, Swiper. Let your agent speak. Can we put Chet?
I never hired you.
Tyler Hero. Yeah, I want 10% anyways. Put Chet above Tyler Hero. Can we do that?
Who is in favor of Chet above Tyler Hero?
Yes.
Well, if we're doing this, Mars, stop.
My bad.
Just Mars, hold on. Put your hands down. Do it in front of Zach LaVine because I had him at 32. He was better than Zach too. Put him all the way up there.
Yes.
All right, Chet.
Yes.
4 hands. You got 4 hands.
Chill. Are you? All right.
There we go.
Chet moving up.
See, I actually got you. I got you to Vegas.
I had him at 32.
That's a pro
nonsense
agent
he
move
does.
right there.
No, Swiper, you didn't hear me. Everyone who watched the show, I vividly said Chet above Tyrese Maxey. I think I voted. I think Penn voted. I looked at Swiper, and he just did nothing. And then you said in the 40s, and you just ignored the vote. So yes,
I didn't hear you, Mars. I was looking up stuff. You're the one that dropped him from its original place. You did that.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Because I still think the 30s was a reach, but the 40s was fair to me. The 40s was fair. Anyway, yeah, who's next? Dyson Daniels moving up.
Where would you guys like to move to?
Down? Yeah. I've got to look at the list.
What's the question?
You guys actually think Dyson Daniels is better than Jalen Green this year?
Yes.
No.
Not you. You hate on Jalen Green. Like, I'm talking to Chill, Ox, Ron, Swiper.
I'm gonna say yeah.
I don't even like Jalen Green.
I think his defense was more impactful than Jalen Green.
I don't think that.
20 points.
No, it wasn't.
They
were like the 14th best defense.
Once again,
his defense,
the ball, off the ball.
I saw Lonzo and Caruso the number 1 defense in the NBA. What you can tell me that?
What was the Rockets' offense?
13, I think.
Who's a better passer?
Dyson's a better passer. Jalen Green has more of a.
Whoa. Which
everything but shooting.
No, because Jalen Green has more of a burden as a playmaker than Dyson Daniels did. Dyson Daniels is a better passer. Jalen Green's offensive burden.
Shots. He would take 100 shots a game if you let him. It's not a burden. They got to dial it back.
No, I'm talking about what he was asked to do. Dyson Daniels is a more skilled passer than Jalen Green. Jalen Green this season was very clearly a better playmaker than Dyson Daniels.
If he did what they asked him to do, why the hell did they trade him?
Fellas, I need you guys to lock in because I gotta get out of here like on time today. So
imagine that.
So what y'all want to do? Is it anything y'all want to do?
I want to move Dyson below Jalen Green.
Dyson below Jalen Green? Who's all in favor?
Hell no.
All right, well, doesn't look like y'all got it. Is there anything else in the 50s?
Actually, I do. Ron, I do think that Jalen Green was better than Dyson.
Thank you. There we go.
I do think he was better. But I just think that Dyson Daniels was a top 50 player this year. I do.
Hold on, Ron.
This will be at bet.
I'm not done, Ron.
Okay.
What's up? What you want to do, Ox?
Let me see who's above Austin Reeves right there. Who's that?
Maxey.
I want to put Norman Powell above Derek White. Oh, I want to put Norman Powell above Jaylen Brown. Not Tyler. Oh, damn it, I want to go to 40. Can I go above Tyler? No, I can't go above Tyler. I'll go above Jaylen Brown. Can I go above Tyler?
I'll vote with you. If you keep it there, I'll vote with you. You go any higher, you lose.
Norman Powell above who? Jaylen Brown?
Can I go above Tyler with Norman? I think I can.
The same thing, and one of them was better at than the other. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't see the vision with that.
I think I'll go Norman Powell above Jaylen Brown.
Damn,
okay.
Jaylen. You lost your biggest goat.
I'll vote.
Ox, is it anybody else in favor?
You already know how I'm voting. Norman Powell.
Norman Powell had
Jaylen Brown never played.
Was he better than Austin Reeves last year?
I already know.
I think Norman Powell had a fantastic season last year, y'all.
Yeah, he was hooping. Yeah, no, he was hooping. Especially when Kawhi wasn't there.
Right.
I'm saying hell no. I'll move him above Denny. I'll even move him above Austin. Anywhere else, you're not getting.
Your problem is Maxey. Gotcha. Well, no,
he wasn't better than Maxey. He really wasn't better than Austin Reeves.
Can we make a consensus run to get your boy up to say he was in front of Austin Reeves?
I don't think Norman Powell was better than DeMar.
I don't think so either. I think DeMar should have been up there. I'm not even looking at DeMar DeRozan. He no longer exists in this list to me. I'm not gonna compromise the Norman Powell. I'm sticking at 47. I can't go to 49. 57. I can't go to 50. No,
he's trying to move him up to
47.
I can't do it personally.
So you can't compromise.
I cannot compromise. No, I cannot.
I respect it. Ox is saying this is how my list would look. If you don't agree, then it is what it is. I respect it.
All right. Is there anything else in the 50s?
Politics.
Yeah, we're gonna get some players out of here, but let's see. We got to see the 60s though.
All right.
Yeah, this 60s. Is easy. Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges move up.
Hold on, Swiper. All those players. Start with one player. So where you want Mikal Bridges to go?
So Mikal Bridges was move him above Jalen Green. He was better than Jalen Green last year, so he deserves to be up there.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Okay, so that's one. That's one of them. Chill, please.
We only got 3 votes. We only have 3.
Wait, swipe. Put both your hands up. See if it works.
Chill, put his hand up.
Yeah, he did.
Chill, Mikal Bridges above Jalen Green?
Yeah, he raised his hand.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, and the next one.
Are you taking 2? Okay.
Well, I mean, we have to. I'm trying to get through the list as fast as possible because Ron has to go somewhere. I think Josh Hart needs to drop behind everybody on this list altogether. So all these players were better than Josh Hart.
I wholeheartedly
Cam Johnson, Miles Bridges, Nas Reed,
Christian Brown
Richard Porter, Nimhard, Kobe White, Fred VanVleet, Malik Beasley, Bradley Beal, Trey Murphy, Jordan Poole, Malik Monk, Jaden Miles.
17 is crazy. Jaden McDaniels at 78.
Remember we forgot about him. We just forgot about him.
Yeah, we'll get him up. But where do you guys want Josh?
Keep going.
Yeah, he was reading names, and I'm with him.
Laurie Marketing, R.J. Barrett, John Collins, Andrew Wiggins, DeAndre Hunter, Vooch, Devin Vassell, Russell Westbrook, Jalen Duren, TJ. Right in front of TJ.
You're wrong.
Right in front of TJ.
What?
Right in front of TJ.
Whoa.
Who is in favor of Josh Hart dropping all the way down to 89?
No, he should be under CJ McCollum.
Crazy.
There's none of these players he was better than Chill. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's worse than Russell Westbrook.
We got the votes.
Yeah,
I think Russ is too high. I think Russ is too high.
I think Russ might need to move down a little bit. I think
Russ. We're gonna move Russ. We're gonna move Russ, but we need to.
But everyone knows. Everyone, Josh Hart need. Yeah, I'm not. Nah,
this is insane.
All right, Josh Hart in front of TJ.
I'm seeing Devin Vassell behind Josh Hart. I want to punch something.
This is mental illness.
Shouldn't CJ be up there in the 60s?
They can't keep getting away with
Crazy.
it.
I think CJ should be above Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah, I think CJ should be up here in the 60s.
I think CJ should probably be above Miles Bridges.
I think Cam Johnson should be.
We'll get to CJ, but in this range, is there anybody else?
I think Alex Caruso needs to drop because again, regular season.
I agree.
I think he was not better than Kobe White or Fred VanVleet.
I think he was better than. I think he was better than Giddey though. So
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. We're gonna drop both of them, but
so wait a second, Ron. Before you do that, I mean, locking down the best offensive engine we've ever seen on the basketball.
Can we stop doing this, Ron?
No, we can't. No, we can't.
No, I was about to make a good point. He's about to get me on side.
We cannot. If you shut down the best offensive engine,
but he didn't do that though. They shut him down. They slowed him down.
Hold on.
I've never seen a 2016 series we call shutdown before.
He was the main one. He was driving the shutdown bus.
He was not.
Wait a second. Hold on.
No, I'm not going to wait a second.
All right. Okay, don't wait a second. Then we'll both just talk over each other. Yes, we're going to have Alex Caruso was the catalyst, the main one driving that shutdown bus.
Chill. How do you average 28 and 16 in the series?
Best offensive engine we have ever.
Fellas.
Hey, don't
where do you want him to get moved to?
Convince me. I'm not moving Caruso down. Let's convince me.
For what?
Because that's cool. But I'm saying if Swiper's proposing him to move down, he can make. You can tell the truth, but I'm saying Swiper's making his proposal.
I'm an ego stroke. I'm gonna do that.
Right. So I think Caruso was a worse player regular season and playoffs than everybody on this list. And go so behind Fred VanVleet. So keep going down the list, please. So behind Fred VanVleet, and then I think if you want to say in front of Malik Beasley, all right. But I think Malik had a 6 man of the year argument that we were making last year. He played really well. Trey Murphy obviously was better. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Put him at 76. Just put him at 76.
Who's in favor of Caruso dropping below Jordan Poole or above him?
What do you think, Mike?
I'm in favor with literally switching Jaden McDaniels and Caruso.
Well, I don't think Jaden McDaniels did not start off well last year, so I don't think he gets all the way up there. He did not start to you. Yeah, so I don't think Jaden. I don't want to
I would vote for that though, Mars.
But Jaden wasn't better than those players last year though. Remember, he struggled offensively the entire season.
No, he didn't. He struggled until like December. And then they were using him as a spot-up shooter. And then when they started using him correctly, which is someone who can actually create on the second side, he thrived offensively. He looked
he was hooping,
and he had a really good defensive season too, and he had a good postseason. Yeah, I think Jaden McDaniels. I would have Jaden McDaniels around 60. Yeah.
All right, but let's figure out where we want to drop around 60. We'll get to Jaden McDaniels in a second.
I think you
can
move Jaden McDaniels up without dropping Alex Caruso down to the 80s, simply because we've seen Alex Caruso shut the door on the best offensive engine we have ever laid our eyes on. We have never, ever seen an offensive engine like this before. And you're telling me, I believe that Alex Caruso.
Why does everybody get this big of a boost having a good game?
Yes, I do believe Alex Caruso shut the door.
No,
yes, I do.
I'm talking about indication of his greatness.
I mean, it has to be. This is just crazy. How do you average 28 and 16 in the series to get shut down? I just don't understand.
We've been sitting here this whole time fixing up a list because of what other people believe. We're tweaking with the list because people are going to see the list. Okay, so if we're doing this depending on what people see, and when people see Jokic, they tell us he's the best offensive engine we have ever seen. And I watched Alex Caruso disrupt all his shit. Now he might not have been the only one. Yes, he had backside help. Yes, all of that. But he was the one. His whole 6'3", 6'4" frame, getting up under a 7-foot giant, moving him off his pivot, knocking him out of position to post up, flopping, doing all that. Y'all seen it. It wasn't just me. Yep. We all saw the same shit. He disrupted that series. Jaren Jackson Jr. didn't even know where the hell he was because of Alex Caruso. I even see Alex Caruso mixing it
Yo,
up.
big guy.
Yeah, this is just a
So
rant.
I
This
gotta-
is just
I
a frivolous
wanna
rant.
know-
Okay,
Respectfully.
well, here's the thing: is you don't.
Frivolous
you
rant.
don't.
Frivolous
I,
rant.
I,
Frivolous
I
rant.
gotta leave,
70
nigga.
something.
This is what I'm trying to say. You don't have to vote for him if you don't want him to go down. Cool.
So I'm
Swipe is making a proposition.
I'm asking you. So how come that doesn't hold no weight? And why the fuck I gotta shut up when I'm talking?
I'm not.
when anybody else
We
run a
are
whole
trying.
ramble,
I've told Penn to shut up this time. I've told Swiper to shut up. I've told Chill to shut up. I've told Bars to shut up. Nigga, we are trying to get through this list. If you don't want to vote for him, you don't have to. You don't gotta vote for him to move down. Just say no.
He could never tell me to shut.
Swiper, where do you want him to go?
I've heard
70,
cases
76.
or Scotty Barnes, all of that.
76. Who's all in favor of Caruso moving down to 76? Show of hands.
No, the Ox move, y'all.
Jill.
Come on, Penn. You were just on the side. Come on, bro.
Ox moved me. Ox moved me.
Okay, no, we
All
can't
right,
do this, y'all.
so he's not moving down.
This is crazy,
that's
bro.
that.
There's just no way. We're looking at this list and saying he was better than these players.
All right, wait, hey,
He
he
cooked your man.
Again, that's how I know you think he's the best in the world. Because Giannis gets shut down and clamped every playoff for the last 3 years, and you don't say not a word. Hush up.
Yes, I do.
Yes,
Got
I
blown
do.
by Tyrese Halliburton. You still think he's the
Yes, I
best in the
do.
world, and you never bring it up.
But
So
yes, I
average
do.
26 and
Yeah,
Is there anything else in the 60s that y'all want to touch?
damn.
I want to move Josh Giddey down.
All right, where you
Behind
wanna
who?
move?
Not behind Caruso. Not behind Caruso. You got to get up.
Can we swap Josh Giddey and Josh Hart? Just swap the Joshes because you got the wrong Josh at 62. Okay, Josh
Giddey's
Hart,
better than Josh Hart.
damn
You're
near
way
averaged
too
10
high on
rebounds
Josh Hart,
a
in my
game.
opinion. Yeah,
From the
Josh
wing.
Giddey damn near averaged 10 rebounds a game. I don't care. Like,
Crazy, dog.
you care way too much about. You value Josh Hart way too
Giannis
much.
can't
in
score
my
in the clutch
Josh
ever.
Hart is
But
very
then here come
impactful,
Ox
though.
every
He's
year.
very impactful to his team, though.
Never bring his name
Josh
up.
Hart does
Gracious.
everything that you need. He's a screener. He's a cutter. He actually, if you want to look at the FC, you know, if you want to do
Ken,
spreadsheet FC,
Josh Hart is gone. He's done. Is there anybody in the 60s, dude, that you guys want to move?
Can I put Josh? Can I put Josh Giddey? Can I put Josh Giddey and Kobe White next to each other?
So you want to move Josh Giddey down to
wherever the hell you put
69?
Josh Hart.
Wherever, if people want to
And
put him
move
above
Josh
Kobe White,
Hart
I'm
back
fine
up.
with that. Can we just have Josh
You wanna
Giddey and
put
Kobe
Josh
White
Giddey
next
at
to each other?
69?
How about
Yuck.
just move Kobe White up for one? He was move Kobe White up for one.
My bad.
He was the best player in his team. So put him in front of Alex Caruso or Aaron Gordon, whichever one.
Can we just
Kobe
put
White?
Josh Giddey? Can we just put Josh Giddey and Kobe White next to each other?
All right,
that's my
Mars.
Yeah.
Who's all in favor of Josh Giddey moving down below Kobe White? Or
Either
above?
whichever one they want to vote for. If they
All
think
right,
he's better than Kobe White, it doesn't matter. Just
Josh
whichever.
Giddey moving
I
down.
think you're in front of Kobe White.
I'm
All
fine
right.
with that. Just get
Mars
them
and
next to each
Chill.
other.
Anybody else want to move Josh Giddey down?
Yes.
All right, that's 3. Swiper. I'm saying no. Swiper.
It's like yes.
No, sir. No, sir.
All right, Josh Giddey staying where he's at.
Okay,
Is there
can you
any-
get these 2 OKC defenders who are bums on offense out of this list, please? Go ahead and drop them behind all these players who have more responsibilities for their team and played better last year, including Kobe White,
All
who
right.
cleared both of these players last
okay.
year.
Can we
so
swap
Swiper.
Lou Dort for Josh Hart?
Calling Alex Caruso a bum on offense is insane.
Bum!
And he had a lot of responsibility. Don't forget. He
I don't
shot
hear. I
himself
don't know.
of all
Sure.
time.
Kobe White, please put him. I'm advocating for 61, please. Thank you.
Lou
All
Dort.
right, who's
for
in
Josh
favor
Hart.
of moving Kobe White up above Alex Caruso?
Mars, if you're going to be
No.
objective, be
I
objective.
don't have a problem.
counting
with
with
it,
the
but we're-
playoffs, man.
We're not gonna get the vote, so I'll vote for it. So I don't have a problem with that. But
Him.
we're not gonna get the votes.
We can't all get to the playoff on a super team. 2 of these players played on the same team together. 2 of them did. That's why they're up here.
All right, fellas.
We like better than players.
We aren't making any progress. So
All right,
I'm
man.
going
All right,
to
we
move
just-
down to the
let's just
7.
start
Fred
off.
Van Vliet has to move up.
Huh?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Fred
No,
Van
he
Vliet
doesn't.
is better than
He was
Peyton Pritchard.
he was hit or miss in the playoffs. No, we can't.
Fred Van Vliet is better than Peyton Pritchard.
Fred Van
better
Vliet's
than
not
Nas
better than
Reed,
Alex
too.
Caruso though.
But
So
he's
there
better
we
than
go.
Peyton Pritchard.
He's
Fred
better
Van
than
Vliet is
Nas
better
Reed.
than Peyton
He's better
Pritchard.
than Josh Giddey.
Where, Mars?
I don't think so.
Move him up where, Mars?
What do you? Yeah.
Let me look up Ron so I can see where Fred Van Vliet needs to go above.
67. Like between him and Nas
Fred Van
Reed,
Vliet is
He's
better
Fred
than
Van-
Caruso
Fred
and
Van
Dort
Vliet-
and
Fred Van
Giddey.
Vliet's better than all these other
He's
dudes.
better
that
than
I'm
Lou
looking
Dort.
at.
Fred Van Vliet's better than Giddey too. Fred Van Vliet's better than Caruso.
Keep going.
But why is okay? So
Fred Van Vliet's better than Aaron Gordon and Dyson Daniels.
Agreed. And Green and Bridges.
Yeah,
And Howard.
I
will put him at
Come on.
57.
Fred Van Vliet, in my opinion, should be above. Chill's not going to vote if I say above Dyson Daniels. Fred Van Vliet above Aaron Gordon.
Vote. Yep.
All right, who's all in favor?
1, 2, 3.
those playoffs, man.
All right, Fred VanVleet.
Yeah, but remember what Fred VanVleet was doing against the Warriors. He started slow first two games. Then after that, I'm gonna read off the numbers because I don't remember exactly what he did. But just to make the case, because he started off slow, I was mad as hell. Then 25, 26, 29, and then 17, all while making 8 threes, 4 threes, 6 threes, 3 threes. He was hooping against Golden State. He was hooping. So I just want to put out there, if the playoffs is the difference, plus Fred VanVleet was more available in the regular season, amazing floor general, shoot the hell out of the ball, huge for Houston's offense. I think Fred VanVleet above Aaron Gordon is fair, man.
Easily.
All right, is there anything else that you guys see that you want to do?
Yeah, move Lauri Markkanen down.
Yeah,
he's trash.
Huh?
Lauri
Move him
Markkanen
down lower
was
in the
trash.
list?
Yes, he was trash this year. He barely played.
Oh,
He played 50 games.
Penn, I'm gonna save us some time. I don't think you're gonna get the votes on that. So,
okay.
Is there anything else in here that you guys see right there?
I don't think that Trey Murphy. Who?
Yeah, we can start with Jaden McDaniels. I think we all can agree that Jaden McDaniels is gonna move up.
Trey Murphy
where is he moving to?
Above.
I just want everyone to also be aware that Jaden McDaniels played every game this season.
Yes.
Okay, so put him above Lou Dort.
Wait,
why is Lou Dort? Lou Dort shouldn't be in this list.
Keep going higher.
Okay, so swap. So swap Lou Dort and Jaden McDaniels. Would that make you feel better?
Jaden McDaniels should be right around Mikal Bridges.
I was thinking a little bit.
You have my vote to move him above Mikal Bridges.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, sure, deal.
That's 3, 4. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Jaden McDaniels averaged 12 points a game last year.
Something like that, yeah.
33% from 3.
Yes,
yeah,
we're not all.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah,
no, I hear you.
He's not a 3
I'm for sure. I'm not, but it's just I think he's in the MPJ Cam Johnson tier for me. I'm probably not moving above ahead of that.
Ruff, just flip flop Malik and Kobe.
Well, if Cam Johnson played all 82 like Jaden McDaniels did, I'd probably have Cam Johnson higher for what it's worth.
Plus, he played in the playoffs
half the season.
So,
y'all go
playoffs included. He almost played 100 games.
Malik
where? Moving Malik.
Not even Malik Beasley. Malik Monk.
Flip Malik and Kobe.
Who's all in favor?
Kobe was good, man.
I like Malik. He wasn't good. I'm just.
You know what, Ox? I'm gonna go with that, Ox. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't have a problem.
I'm good with that, Ox. I'm down to flip Kobe and Malik.
Kobe White's March stretch was nice, but I don't have a problem with Malik.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Can we move Nembhard down, please?
And you said flip these two?
Yeah.
Yes.
Flip Malik and Kobe.
So move Kobe White down here?
Was Nembhard better than Jordan Poole this year?
Yes.
So
no, not regular season.
In the regular season, you're talking about.
How is Malik? Hold on. How is Malik Monk ahead of Kobe White when he played more games and was better on offense than Malik Monk last year?
Because 4 people voted on
the season.
Yeah,
I know, but I'm looking at the Mars. Like it has to be consistent. Like what did Kobe White didn't?
It doesn't bother. It doesn't bother me. Swapper. That's why it literally doesn't bother me.
All right.
Like we're at 74. Like
Ron, you got me screwed up with this list, man. You got Fred VanVleet at 71 after 59. What's happening right now?
Man, look, those numbers. We don't got time.
He'll figure out how to change the sheet so it just goes in chronological order.
Right, I'll get the numbers later.
Can we can we move Nembhard below like how many games did Nembhard play?
A bunch.
He missed some time. He played 65. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Remember, we was having a conversation about Nembhard being an all-league defender at one point.
Yeah, I was.
But we weren't sure if he was going to make if he was going to make the cut for games.
But he was not good offensively in the regular season. Like he shot like 29% from 3. Like it wasn't good.
Yeah.
The playoffs is when he really turned it up, and I'm fine with giving that the value it deserves. I just feel like where he's at is too high. So
Bradley Beal played 53 games. How is he this high?
Can I
17 points per game, no defense, and 53 games, no playoffs. What?
On really good efficiency too, by the way.
He was barely more efficient than Jordan Poole.
I'm looking at this. I don't even know where I would move Nembhard down to. This part is just too confusing.
Him and Bradley
I like Nembhard right where he.
Yeah, I'm not going to move Nembhard.
You did your thing on the finals team.
Yeah,
played great defense throughout the whole playoffs. Was a secondary or tertiary? Secondary ball handler.
Primary.
Okay. Yeah. But all right, y'all. Is there anything else in here that you would like to move?
I would move Trey Murphy above Malik Beasley.
I'll move
Trey Murphy above Nembhard.
And just for the sake of the list, looking more consistent, put Kobe White right next to Malik Monk behind. It's fine. And Kobe White right behind Malik Monk, and then Nembhard, drop him below RJ Barrett. Those are 2 easy ones right there.
All right, so let's go a move at a time. Trey Murphy above. Where'd you say Trey Murphy goes
above Malik Beasley?
Trey Murphy above Malik Beasley. Who's all in favor?
That. Yep, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
All right, Trey's moving on up. All right, Swiper, you said Kobe White above who?
Right behind Malik Monk for the sake of just consistency. I think they both had the same responsibility. I just think Kobe was better, but put them right next to each other, and then put
Well, wait, hold on, right quick.
Malik Monk, you're gonna put him right on. You put him right ahead of Kobe White. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
So who's in favor of moving Kobe White up behind Malik Monk?
Yo, where the hell's Tobias Harris?
Well, he'll be up in the second. He's in the
80s.
He'll be in the 80s. Just vote, Pin. Just vote. Just raise your hand for
Kobe White
please.
above Trey Murphy.
We can just get this done.
Yeah.
And then now, Nembhard below RJ Barrett. And then I don't know who's after RJ Barrett, but
below RJ Barrett.
Yeah, they were all better than him.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't got my vote, but does anybody
regular season included? Like Nembhard wasn't.
But the playoffs, he played.
So why is Nembhard above Miles Turner?
I don't have. Yeah.
Oh my god!
If we're doing whole season, they were on the same team.
He wasn't.
Miles Turner was clearly better than
Nembhard. Yeah,
but in the playoffs, Nembhard was clearly better.
Y'all don't see what
Miles Turner was better.
I mean, and Miles Turner can get moved up though. Miles Turner can get moved up.
I think Nembhard was better than Miles Turner in the playoffs, but I think at some point, like the regular season has to matter at some point. Miles Turner cleared him in the regular season.
I think they both should get moved
as an offensive player or overall as a player. Because again, Miles, remember what we just got finished talking
everything
about.
Everything factored in. Nembhard's a better defender than Miles Turner,
right?
But everything factored in the regular season. I think Miles Turner was better.
I mean, that's why Lou Dort is on this roster. That's why Lou Dort is on here.
Lou Dort was better than Miles Turner last year.
I don't think Lou Dort was better than Nembhard.
I'm not high on Miles Turner, especially defensively. But like offensively, he was like wait.
So Lou Dort was Kobe
like
White and Malik Monk last year.
No, I don't. I mean, he was.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He
did do what he did on a historic defense, though. So we do got to give him the credit for that.
I want to have Miles Turner above Nembhard. I want to have Miles Turner above Nembhard.
Yeah.
That's what.
All right, y'all good with that? You got my vote on that. I'm not gonna push back.
Miles Turner over Nembhard.
Yes.
Yeah, it has to be. Like, I mean, just yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Shout out Miles Turner.
All right.
Made it to the final.
Unanimous vote. That's how you know I know ball.
And so
right,
Nembhard
is there anything in this category?
So Nembhard has to drop. Who's behind Collins?
Where do you want him to drop, Swiper?
So I'm saying keep going behind Collins. Like I'm doing the whole season all together. It's what put him there. Right behind John Collins is fine.
All right, who's in favor of moving Andrew Nembhard down below John Collins?
What is this?
10 points a game in the regular season. Upped it in the playoffs.
Yeah,
on elite level defense.
Swiper, I'm gonna do what I just did for Penn. Buddy, I don't think you're gonna get the votes for that.
Well, I'm saying I'm making the case why he was 10 points a game in the regular season.
We don't. Hey, I'm sorry, brother.
We don't have time for a case at this point.
Okay, well then it's just like okay, well. I don't know how you talk about like these players are doing without putting context behind what they did in the season. That just makes no sense.
I mean, we have
a bunch of these on here. Swiper, stop acting like we don't have the context because we do.
But Nembhard wasn't playing at the level of any of these players in a regular season. Is my point. And I like Nembhard. I'm a Nembhard guy.
Some of these games, how many games did
about
Nembhard
him
play?
as an all-league defender at one
65,
point?
he played 65.
Because we were doing
10
that.
points a game.
Plus playoffs.
So what? But with the buckets. Here we
Plus
go with the
playoffs, he
buckets again.
played 23. So 65 plus 20, 88.
That's damn near 100.
Is it
One less game than Jalen Green.
Is there anything else in here that y'all want to do? All right.
I would have Jordan Poole above Bradley Beal, but that doesn't make much difference to me. This is for one spot. But I would have Jordan Poole above Bradley Beal.
All right.
Yeah.
I just think Bradley Beal was.
No vote needed. Okay.
But I think Jordan Poole was good
because no one cares about one spot.
Both of them dudes should move up the list, but we ain't got time.
Okay, so that's what you need to do. You need to move them one at a time. Okay, got you.
Anything in here that you guys want to move?
Where is Tobias Harris, bro?
Russell Westbrook has to drop y'all. I mean, let's just
can we swap Russell Westbrook and Tobias? Is that like
no? Where is Tobias? Yeah, where is he on this list?
Yeah, he's lower. Yeah,
Tobias
should be above Michael Porter.
MPJ.
All right, so where y'all want to move Tobias? This is a controversial name right now. So
how far up?
I think he was better than Josh Hart.
He was better than Trey Murphy, better than Kobe White.
All right, this is where I'm like, he wasn't better than Cam. He wasn't better than Miles. He wasn't better than us. He wasn't better than Giddey.
Oh my God, yes, he was.
No, he
I'm
was
fine
not.
with him. I'm fine with him below Nas Reed above Pritchard.
There we go. Yes,
So he was better than the 6th man of the year?
Dude, he was amazing.
Yeah,
He
just
was-
because you came
he
off
was-
the bench doesn't mean that you won an award for it. Doesn't mean you were better than people who were starting.
All right,
yes, it does.
Tobias was
No, it
first of all,
doesn't.
Tobias was very
That's
underrated
not what that means. That just means that you was apparently the best player coming off
you'll
the
get
bench.
my vote behind
That doesn't mean that you're
Pritchard.
better than guys who were starting.
You are the best rotation player in the game at that point.
Yeah, but Tobias is starting, so he's not eligible for the 6th man of the year award.
But you are better than other starters, though.
Yeah, but Tobias isn't one of them.
We've actually
is my
seen
point.
that.
Yeah, I agree.
It can
Bench
be.
players can be better than starters.
Sure.
Peyton Pritchard is not better than Tobias.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Tobias was great last year.
He was really good last year.
I do.
He's really
think
good.
He was
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that's my suggestion. Tobias below Nas above Peyton Pritchard. That's my suggestion.
I'll vote if it's below
Yes.
Pritchard. I'll vote.
Yes.
Below Pritchard's?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. I'll
Sure.
take it.
There's one
All
spot
right,
I'm
that's
not
three.
going to.
Anybody else in favor of moving Tobias up?
Yeah,
All right,
1, 2, 3,
There we
4.
go.
Swipers.
Swiper's on our side too. He's just not listening.
Perfect.
I think Russell Westbrook is probably the one that needs to drop the most.
Am I wrong for saying I just want to swap Russell Westbrook for Asar Thompson? Am I wrong for saying that?
Like, take Russ off the list and put Asar Thompson on the list?
Crazy.
Tari Eason.
Oh,
Am I wrong?
Yeah,
Am I
he's
wrong for that?
really good.
Well, maybe I don't know if Russ is the worst player on the list. I don't want to say that because I don't.
Oh.
Someone needs to come up for Asar Thompson. Is
Okay.
my proposal.
Asar is
Someone.
amazing. He wasn't better than Tari. Tari should swap in for Russell Westbrook right here.
Yo, so it's looking like we are going to
think
have to
Tari should be on the list,
reconvene.
too.
We're going to have to reconvene back on Monday. I did
Oh,
my
we're
best.
on the list is
I
fine.
did
We're on the
my
list is fine. I
best.
promise
I
it's
did my
fine.
best. I did
We're
my
on the
best.
list is fine. We're on the
So
list
on
is
Monday,
fine.
we'll reconvene to put the finishing touches on the last 20 names.
We're on the list is fine. I promise it's perfect.
All right,
I love this
so we got a couple super chats, so let's go ahead and make it happen. Salute to everybody that's in here. Turn on your notification bells, subscribe, become a member. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and give our Hall of Famers, the GOAT to the show, a good shout out. These Hall of Famers include, bear with me, give me a second. They include Vale, Dorian Clayton, Kingster, Teddy Hart, Trevi, Cheese, Joe Breezy, Minor, Rob Deere, Worldwide Mace Television, and Multi Kenny. You guys already know the drill, and you know what time it is. And you also know that you guys are invited on stage today to watch Throwback Thursday with us and talk hoops with us. So I hope to see some of you guys a little later today, 7 p.m. Eastern time on Playback. All right, fellas, super chats. I got one from DN. DN said, what's your favorite role player / non-star season? Mine is 13-14 Jeff Green. Also, y'all hear that new clips? Malice was rapping like the rent was due.
New clips is dope.
Role player
that track
season?
that track with Kendrick.
It
on
has
is
to be off the
fire.
bench.
I don't think it has to be off the bench. Just someone who's a role player.
How about Manu Ginobili in 2005?
Man, that's a superstar. He ain't a role player.
Interesting.
I don't know. Scotty Barnes rookie season. There you go.
2022 Lonzo was a season I loved, but like in terms of like entertainment, I don't know. But 22 Lonzo comes to mind.
Ron Artest with the Lakers. Up there.
Lamar Odom on the Lakers.
That's true.
All right, SMN R&DM said 1 kid, 2 Nash, 3 Stockton, 4 CP3, or 1 kid, 2 Stockton, 3 Nash, 4 CP3. One of them is the correct answer, not opinion, but fact.
I always wonder what these people.
How did you misspell Stockton twice?
It's better with an M.
Putting
Oh,
CP3 last.
Ersan Ilyasova is a good one.
What is it about CP3 that makes him last in that list for people? I'm really curious.
People just don't like Chris Paul. Now, I'm not saying everyone who has Chris Paul last doesn't like him, but people genuinely have disdain for Chris Paul. Like they just don't like him. Found that out recently, how much people really dislike him. But
Oh boy, only if you won the championship. Go ahead.
Masinko said, I just find it funny how the same people who praise Stockton for being first all time in assists don't care about Mark Jackson at all.
True.
If the record matters so much, why isn't Mark even top 20 in top 20 combos?
for what it's worth, A, Mark Jackson is now like 6th, I think. And B, I think what's more impressive than being the all-time assist leader is the margin in which John Stockton is the all-time assist leader. It's not just, oh, this guy has the most assists ever. It's he's like 3,000 clear of Chris Paul.
And
like he's well, everyone else, but Chris Paul's number 2.
No. I'm talking about and all-time steals.
The steals, yeah, and he's significantly above Chris Paul in that list as well. So like that's what it's more than just being the all-time assist leader. It's the margin of which he is the all-time assist leader.
Yeah, I mean a lot of assists came in Utah too. So
well, all of them came in Utah.
No, I'm saying in Utah.
Okay, that thing. Okay.
Home cooking.
Yeah, over 3 decades, we cooking the books. Like ain't nobody recognizing that.
Shout out,
Greg for Jordan. We already.
I think that's more than just the Utah thing. I think most box scores are going to be more favorable. I think that's just it is what it is.
Nidale said CP3 is the best all-around PG of all time to me. Second probably Chauncey. CP3's high level floor raising mixed with him as the second best defender on the list with no offensive liability. Yeah, give me CP.
Man,
if you would have asked me to rank the list bobblehead
with Chauncey Billups on there, Stockton would have been in the 5th spot.
I'm going to assume A, he views Jerry West as a 2-guard, and B, he's not aware of Walt Frazier because
why was Chauncey Billups not better than Stockton in 05? I really want to hear.
When Stockton was 2 years retired.
No. I'm talking about 91 Stockton versus 2005 Billups. Why? I really want to know.
We got time for that conversation. We're on
Well, sure, we can do it. We can do whatever you want. I would love to have that conversation about.
I would like time for that conversation.
That's cool. We can move on.
Shout out to Chauncey.
Shout out to Chauncey. I've become higher on him recently.
Jonathan Frazier said, what do y'all watch old NBA games on? League Pass only goes up to the 12-13 season, and I'm trying to see some prime LeBron games to see it for myself.
You see a lot on YouTube. Yeah, you can see a lot of stuff on YouTube.
And you can see some like classic Cavs games on League Pass too. But the issue is you're only going to see like the great LeBron games. So like you're going to have like a skewed perspective.
YouTube has basically every game that you can think of for the most part.
Yeah. Shout out to my plugs on YouTube, man. Shout out to my plugs on YouTube.
So y'all don't think it's absolutely bonkers, 100% insane that Bron has been in the league so long that it's hard to find his games?
I think it's insane that if you depending on what year of LeBron you watch, you're watching like a completely different all-time great player. Like you watch 09 LeBron and then you watch 2017 LeBron. They're two different players who are some of the best players we've ever played. I think that's what's insane about LeBron.
Mark, what year did you become aware mentally of LeBron?
2016.
No, okay, don't do that.
I think it's insane that there's draft classes.
That was the first year I watched basketball. What do you mean? That was the first.
You didn't know who LeBron was prior to that point.
The first existence I knew of LeBron was A, NBA 2K13, and B, the LeBron James kid who's like LeBron James. That's it. That's all I knew about LeBron. That's it. I didn't know anything about basketball. I knew LeBron James. I knew his name, and I knew he was apparently the best in the world. So when I was playing NBA 2K13, shout out to the Jay-Z soundtrack, I thought, oh, LeBron's the best player in the world. If I just shoot full court shots, they should go in every time. He kept missing. I thought he was a bum. So like that was my first experience of LeBron James. So
that's funny.
I'm a young guy. Like I don't know what to tell you. I'm young. The first time I knew of LeBron was 2016.
And to end this question, by the way, Mars is Jamal. By the way, is Jamal the best player in soccer right now?
I think so.
Okay, all right, cool. Good move on, Ron.
Duke did it. A fellow Seattle resident, my guy. Hope to see you on playback later today. Duke said, so Pressbox is Swiper's platform to glaze Bronco players. LOL. 43-8. Hashtag go Hawks. Hashtag bring back our Sonics.
Yeah.
What does 43-8 mean?
We had a Chauncey Billups, Champ Bailey conversation yesterday. That was the extent of the Broncos talk. Corey said that Bo Nix is going to be an MVP candidate next year. I didn't say that, and he is not from Denver. We have not talked about Denver a lot. So no, this is not a Swiper Talks football platform. And yes, the 43-8 reference is in reference to the only Super Bowl the Seattle Supersonics Seahawks have ever won. They've never ever won another Super Bowl in the history of their franchise.
Ron, just for the record, my 49ers, we would have stomped them too.
We've been to 8 Super Bowls, but just so people know, that's tied for first.
No, we
don't realize that. Hey, Ron. 8 of them, 1 of them. This is you. This is us. Know where you stepping.
No doubt. 43-8.
And just so you know,
shout out John Elway.
Just so you know, Ox, the all-time record for blowouts in the Super Bowl is the Denver Broncos. You know where they got blown out by? The 49ers.
49ers, Giants, and somebody else. By the way, John Elway took the 3 worst teams of the era to the Super Bowl in all 3 of those Super Bowls. By the way,
it was not worse than that 91 Giants.
They absolutely were. There's not one other Hall of Famer in those roster. Go look them up.
All right, y'all. I do got to get up out of here, but before I do want to remind you guys that tomorrow is the Total Chat Live.
Was on that 91 team.
This will be the first edition of the TCL, and what this essentially means is you guys will dictate the show from start all the way to the finish. So your super chats will dictate the show. We will have a timer for every super chat so we can get through them all accordingly. But also, too, there's a community post that's up right now on YouTube, and it's a community post that's up on our Instagram. You can go and drop the topics that you want to talk about, and we will get to every single topic tomorrow. So y'all do what y'all do best, and let us know what we need to talk about. The next super chat is from K-Dot, another Hall of Famer. K-Dot said, oh, and by the way, K-Dot's trying to get on the press box, Swiper. I told him like next month we'll get him up. Sometime in August we'll get him up there. But K-Dot said your case for Magic versus Steph is that Magic was great right away, but you don't keep the same energy when it's CP3 versus Stockton. Gotta stay consistent.
You who?
Yeah, you who?
Yeah.
You who?
I don't know.
You who? All right. DN said, what's your favorite? I think he sent that twice. Shout out DN. Moons Territ said, pick a team from today and replace their point guard with all four of these. Which team has the best chance of winning a chip? I was actually going to do last year's Celtics and put replace Drew Holiday with all four of them and say who would be better with it.
All four?
No, well, if you put any one of the four on there, who does the best with last year's Celtics?
Oh, Nuggets.
Because you got defense, you got shooting, you got star players, all of that.
CP3 to the Nuggets, they never lose again.
You put Steve Nash on Houston. Oof. They would have beat
in place of Fred VanVleet.
Yeah, they would have beat Golden State.
CP3 Jokic pick and roll. It's not happening.
I would like Chris. We should have did that with Orlando or something.
Yeah.
With the team that's not as good as the Celtics.
As you were saying, Moss, because we got super chats.
Oh, I can't do it.
From the Trib 1, the most underrated point guard for PC is either Magic or John. I'd say it's John. Seems like no one respects the ability to play at that level for that long.
True. Top 10 for all of us.
Well, yeah, I agree. I think the fact that John Stockton didn't miss games for real is extremely impactful in relation to like Chris Paul, for example. Like you knew you was gonna get 81 games out of John Stockton every year. That can't be understated how impactful that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
John Stockton made every list, by the way. CP3 did not, so I think that would indicate CP3 is the one that's underrated.
I think
no, John Stockton didn't make every list.
Oh no.
Yeah, Lowe didn't have him. John D didn't have him. You remember?
Oh
yeah.
Yep.
So he didn't.
That's right. SMN RNDM. Oh man, real talk, not here. But he deserves the telling off. The Steph versus Magic take deserves life in prison. Insane. Wish I was there. Otherwise, all love.
Yeah, I don't agree with him saying Steph clears Magic. I don't think either one of them clear the other. That's where I disagree.
Black Moon Swordsman. Swiper, you do look like a thumb. Remember, you are a Cortez.
It's a great movie. Spy Kids, the first one, is a great movie. Antonio Banderas, W actor. I forgot his wife's name that played her, but
I do. I can't get it out. I can't get it.
Was she what other kids? What other movie was she?
I can't think of it right now. It's all right. It'll come to. Arrow Addo became a YouTube member. Shout out to you, Arrow. Is it Moons Tarot? Moons Tarot. Pick a team. Oh wait. We already did that. My bad, y'all. Let me get to that. EJ, if Jason Kidd played with the Clippers during the Lob City era, then the Clippers would have had a championship. Go ahead, EJ. Talk that talk. Y'all agree?
I don't agree. That team, I think that team was more flawed than people seem to acknowledge. I'm not saying they couldn't have won. I think they could have won. Like 14 was a good chance. 15 was a reasonable chance. After that, it was kind of downhill because Blake was getting hurt and CP was getting hurt. But they had like a 2-year window where I think they could have won, but I don't think they were the favorites in either of those years. So
I think Blake was significantly better than Kenyon Martin. So
He was significant offensively anyway. Yeah.
What happened with Al Horford's sister? Anything? Something? Okay. Well, Realist 123 said W Al Horford's sister. Shout out to Sister Horford. Jordan. Oh my God. We'll get back to this one. Drink more water. Been a member for 29 months. That's what's up. Drink more water. Can someone explain to me how Andrew Nembhard had a better season than someone like Brook Lopez? Nembhard put up a whopping 10 points per game and 5 assists with great defense, and that's enough to be top 100.
Well, I think his impact does go beyond the box score plus the playoffs. But yeah, the regular season, Nembhard offensively was not good, like at all. But top 100, I agree. I think he should be, but where he was originally, I think that was too high.
Oh, I see what's going on. Hey, just real quick, and obviously y'all know I would never want to get political on a family show. I'm just curious. Are people upset with Denny simply because he's from there, or is it because he's
what he said in
response?
Okay.
Being from there,
I don't know what he said. I'm gonna check it out after the show. So
that's what he says.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Jonathan Fraser. This Caruso shutting down Jokic sounded like Iggy shutting down Bron. Just falsehoods.
I think it's similar.
No, Caruso was actually.
No. We're not doing this. We're not doing it. He guarded him for 12 possessions.
Why can't we do this?
Because I want to just be accurate on what happened. He guarded him for 12 possessions as a jump shooter, and I think he also
jump shooter.
I'm breaking
what
down.
What does that even mean?
He took jump shots of Caruso
with Caruso's main defender.
Yeah, but the point is Caruso was deterring him from getting the ball. So
he did when everybody else was hurt. When in the first, and by the way, when Jokic had that 42 and 20, look at me, Mars. That 40, look at me, Mars. Look at me, Mars. Look at me, Mars. Mars. we can move on.
Hey, oh my God.
Nadell, glad that IT isn't on here because I think CP clears. Only thing IT does better is attack and finish around the rim. Go ahead and get mad.
I think Chris Paul's better than Isaiah Thomas.
Okay. Jordan says, Swiper look like an Olive Garden breadstick.
Look, the thing is, I don't know what none of y'all look like. So that's the thing. You see, real talk, he start talking to me, I'm going to get him. If Ox start talking to me, I'm going to get him. If Ben says something to me, I'm going to get him. Mars don't say nothing. But trust me, I got loaded. I used to joan all the time. Chill never say nothing. Now, Chill in person be talking a little bit, but it ain't nothing like, he don't be nothing crazy. Ox is the one to try me, but Ox don't ever try me. Ox, just know, I'm ready. I am ready.
Bro, I don't want no problems, And I quite like Olive Garden breadsticks.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Don't trip. Y'all got Olive Garden over there, right, Mars?
Not that I've seen, but I don't get out much.
No. Wait, hold on. Mars, what's the last restaurant you've been to? Don't lie to me and say you haven't been to one. When's the last time you've been to a restaurant? Just say the last time.
When's the last time you've been out the house, Mars? How about that?
Assuming I'm from the UK, there isn't an Olive Garden restaurant chain in the UK.
Let's just assume you're from anywhere, Mars. When's the last time you've been out the house? How about that?
Answer the question, Mars. Stop trolling. Say the answer correctly. If it was this morning, just say that. You walked the dog.
It's been a couple weeks.
Since you've been out the house.
You got a dog?
It's been a couple weeks. No.
You don't got a dog. Okay.
No.
You should
Mars,
get a dog.
You have not been out. You have not been in the house.
I'm serious, bro. That's not. If you're telling the truth, bro, that's not.
He's not. He's lying. That's a liar. That's a liar.
I'm just saying seriously. Like, you have to let the sun touch your skin, bro. You gotta soak that in, bro.
I got the ring lights.
I'm only saying it because I care about you. I don't care about social interactions.
I got the ring lights. I got my artificial lights.
See, the only thing that I don't.
You're not a lizard, Mars.
An amphibian.
I got my lights. I don't know what to tell you. I got my lights.
All right.
The only thing, what I really don't like about Mars is Penn and Mars are the same. I can see Rod in multiple locations, Ox in multiple locations, Chill in multiple locations. And he has another part of the house I'll sit in. Even when he travel, you see me in multiple locations. I move more than anybody probably.
That's it.
Those two.
That's it.
But I know when at least has a girlfriend, he has to go outside to go like do stuff. Mars, you need to be outside. I know you're outside. Go take a walk today. Man. Take a walk.
So I'm supposed to move my whole damn setup, my mic, my lights. I gotta move all this shit so that I have more than this little room in the house.
I said you do because you have told me you have a woman and you probably go on dates and you probably go out to shop together to make whatever you make in Canada, not beans and toast, whatever the Canadian approximation is to that. So I'm saying that if you do that, you leave the house. Mars, I know he leaves. I just don't know what it's for. I need to know, Marv, are you going to eat dinner? Do you go and eat food outside the house?
I'm sorry.
Why would I eat food outside the house when there's food in the house?
Right?
Like,
see, Mars, now you spitting because that's what our moms used to tell us back in the day. We got food at home. See, Mars,
yeah, like what's the point? There's food in the house. You want me to go out to get more food? Like there's food in the house.
Yeah. But all right, let's keep it moving, y'all. Joseph O'Hanlon became a YouTube member. That's what's up, Joe. Appreciate you.
What's up, Joe?
What's up, bro? Who would you pick? Oh, my bad. This is from Victory the Great. I don't know this currency.
Nigerian.
That's Nigerian? Okay. Who would you pick as a better player, Jordan Poole or J-Dub?
J-Dub. Easy.
They're both champions. They're both champions.
See, Penn, I don't know that currency. I don't get scammed much.
Oh my God.
Well, he's not scamming you as a super chat. Jeez.
Chill, Bubba, Baba, and Born Buddy.
Yo, as the
I think you were under the influence
yo,
for Orlando.
Swiper, as the Nigerian up here, can you please defend the currency?
What happened? Nigerian currency?
Swiper, he said yesterday that he makes us uncomfortable.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
he does because he mentions my name every day.
You know, I think the interesting thing, real quick, you think that you make us uncomfortable in an intellectual way where we have to think. Actually, you make us uncomfortable like when you walk in a room and you smell something bad and you want to get out of that room. That's how uncomfortable you make us. You don't make us uncomfortable in any other way except that right there.
Hey, the chill. Did he have a blow up of you on the wall in this room?
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's something like that. And his man is the same way. Yep. I told y'all yesterday. His man said, "quote I'm here only to piss off Chill. That's what he here for. He ain't here for nothing else." Like, think about that for a second. I ain't here to do nothing else. This is a basketball show. I ain't here to do nothing else but piss him off. You think that I smashed a chick that he know or something like that? Like, none of that happened. I don't even know this dude.
You know the phrase, the best revenge is living well?
It is, right?
It is.
It 100%
so, if it doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother you.
It really doesn't.
You see Swiper trying to make all these jokes about me the entire episode.
Man, don't center yourself here. Yeah.
Pardon?
It's not your place to center yourself. Next one, Ox.
I got one from Yaya Jalo. Can someone explain the difference between playmaking and passing? It's so intertwined to me. I just say playmaking.
Advantage creation is maybe the easiest way I would say it. As a scorer, as a passer, how do you leverage your skill set to open up opportunities for yourself or for others? Very.
Can you play make off the ball?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so that is how.
Mm-hmm. Steph Curry.
Rod. Pat Williams didn't start and was a top 4 pick.
Shouts. Yeah,
that's a bad top 4 pick.
Neither Scotty went right after that too. Oh my goodness! Think of that.
The next year, yeah.
And
from the same school, right?
And neither did Carter Bryant. I'm just saying for someone like Brandon Roy, who was a 4-star recruit coming out of high school. Yes, I was there, bro. Like, I mean, I remember that draft cycle very, very well. Brandon Roy was not on anybody's talking points as a first rounder or something like that. He blossomed late.
Okay, and the last but not least,
member
chat from Trail Soso. Trail Soso says, Trail Sosa. Wait, Swiper, did you and Real Talk ever take off the hat?
Sure did. I got a bunch of workout videos up here that are bald, so you can go look at those anytime you want. Straight head, all out, muscles out, everything.
Shout out straight head.
Real Talk got hair, don't he? Under his hat,
yeah,
doesn't
he does.
He does. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, that's the show, y'all. Make sure to check us out on Chill with Chill here in about 2 hours. And then after that, it'll be another Throwback Thursday. One of the guards that we talked about today, we will be watching them play. Don't miss it. Get there early. Do you need VIP when we're doing it like this?
You shouldn't.
No. So just pull up, watch the show, and enjoy some good basketball. We'll catch y'all on the panel tomorrow. Don't miss Friday. You know we got the best Friday shows. All right, we'll see y'all on Chill with Chill here.
Later.
Peace.
Merry Christmas.